Well, hello everybody. This is Friday night here. No frames given. Tekken 8, number 67. I'm your host, Lobrylla. Join with me. It's Kevin.
Hello, hello. How you doing today, Lobs?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Don't ask me that. I see names in this bracket that always got me bursting at the seams. You know how I am. You know, if you get me talking about it too much, I don't know if I can control myself. Another week of no frames given.
Yes, it's like that every single time. I'd be like, Kevin, what are you doing?
Keeping my hands off camera. Keeping my hands off camera, and for good reason.
Well, as long as the audience is warned,
You know what I'm saying? There's no frames under here where the frame doesn't exist is where all the action happens. All the competitors know about it. Listen, I haven't seen any offline, online competition where they've had competitor on cameras and they've got hand cams available. It's because these fellas get freaky, especially in Tekken.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, we've got a good 20 something competitors in the bracket today. A lot of matches to discuss, which we'll talk about as they come up. The first one we're going to have on the docket is going to be our very own 5-4 taking on Patty. I believe he's a Raven player, if I was to trust the graphic. Fire production team they have over on No Frames. Raven, freaky character. It's probably, if you could do a Rolodex of the top 5 like knowledge check characters in Tekken. Raven's probably up there on that list. But 5-4 has also been a pretty solid and dedicated competitor for it in Tekken for a while, but definitely at least minimum since the launch of Tekken 8 has been hardcore locked in on trying to compete. So you would imagine at this point there's not much in the game that he's not aware of. And when you compete this often, one of the biggest things you're doing is checking those knowledge check characters to make sure you don't fall victim to it. So I've got faith that he'll know what's going on. The question is, yeah, he understands the character, but is he going to understand the gamer in Patty?
You know, that's hard to say. We do have several Raven players who play here, so I'm certain that he's run across that particular matchup. But you know, there are a few moves of Raven's that I tend to see, especially that elbow, right? You know, just getting in and starting a lot of his offense. But it still comes down to how are they going to play the character, right?
Yes. And it's one of the grand things with Tekken is that because the movesets are so large, you're going to have a different subset of players who prioritize different subsets of moves. So there's a lot of Raven players who specifically like to stick to the back turn gimmicks, doubly so after he got that low poke that's like +4 after the teleport. Different approaches on their way in, whether they like to prioritize the power crush aforementioned, the running knee, which is very strong for them. And inversely on the opponent's side in 5-4's position right now, how willing he's going to be to hold a lot of those lows, because you kind of don't want to let Raven poke at your shins all day, but that's obviously what's going to open you up to the launcher. So it's ideally how many of those are you willing to take before you start engaging. But nobody's feeling bad for Victor. I mean, in the beginning of the game, sure, there's been different kind of, and it's not me trying to complain about it, specifically how the character operates. It's just that almost every character in this game is viable, and while Victor's had definitely some ups and downs in his like meta viability, he's always been in the least strong in his approach and has a great ability to play with the risk reward as much as the player wants to. 5-4 is usually not going to stick his neck out if he doesn't have to. A lot of power crushes, a lot of run-in mids that he's going to try to keep safe, a lot of farming for counter hits. I think the only risk you'll see him take, which every Victor has to, is that low. If he tries to fish for the counter hit. But then again, Raven is so agile, who knows if it'll even touch him.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And also I think that oddly enough, both Raven and Victor are extremely good at doing, like, putting stuff on the screen. Like Victor is teleporting around, you know, and a lot of people are used to it by now. But still, like, you know, Raven coming out with the clones, it's all just...
And you know what? And it looks like we're having to switch anyway. So we're gonna
are we?
Scrap that whole conversation. We're gonna talk about every set. We'll come back to it. All right, so keep half of the conversation, but just readjust everything on Patty's side for Nathan 12 Punch. We were kind of waiting, if you were peeking at the bracket with us in the background, to see who was going to be facing Light Scrap out of winners round 1 between Nathan and Deodorant. Fire username. Nathan came out of it, so that's going to be the set that we get to see first. So keep in mind all of the Victor stuff. Change it for how Light Scrap likes to play instead of 5-4. And if you don't like it, you know, put your seatbelt on now, because we're gonna have a lot of Victor gameplay coming up. We'll see if Nathan can start off the momentum for the non-Victor players, unless this turns out to be a Victor mirror, in which case I might just have to go, and I'll thank you guys for the invite later.
You know, if the Victor mirror comes on, I'm going to expect you to go. I'm just bye.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
au revoir. Take care.
I've seen as many videos on the internet as anybody else, but if I've got to watch 2 grown Frenchmen both expulsion on each other for a 3rd time, it's, you know, I'll hand out the virtual handshakes, and I'll cut my losses where I am.
I mean, the first 2 times it was understandable, but that 3rd time is, oh, Claudio.
Okay, all right, so there's something here for somebody.
Yeah, somebody's happy with this lineup.
Round 1.
All right, so this will be an interesting one. We'll see how Nate likes to deal with this here, representing Breakout Esports. You guys aren't aware, get aware.
Oh, there we go. Nice scrap. Let's say, already going along the wall line. Watch what Nathan's gonna do other than collapse, apparently.
Yeah, that's a rough
There's no coming back from that.
It's hard in the beginning when you're trying to get that information exchange. If you want to be aware of what Light Scrap's going to do without falling victim to it. And Claudio is definitely a character limited in his toolkit. So you want to identify the patterns of behavior. You're going to have 1 or 2 tools for it, and you got to be on the money. Nice power crush.
No, that was a great power crush moment here. Kind of see Nathan. Bam! All right, nothing heat, but already I turned around and Nathan took control. They're just trading now. All right, and we're breaking
on the wall. Nathan had a good setup going, but it was slightly off axis. Wasn't able to skate along to confirm, and Lifescrap taking full advantage. Not able to get the confirm, but a nice little big 3 extra damage.
Yeah, no, getting a lot of knockdowns, but not a lot of combos here. I like the Nathan's just waiting until the expulsion, right from the ceiling, every time.
Yeah, we'll see as we continue. Within that second round, Nathan was definitely starting to introduce a lot of very, very pristine sidestep movement. You can find more opportunities to take advantage of it here, and obviously the best hop kick in the game.
No arguments here.
Floor hazard is still available for both players. Claudio's going to have a little bit of a harder time accessing it as Nathan can even get to it. I was going to say one of the weaknesses on the side of Claudius, he doesn't have as many throws that are going to easily initiate floor hazard from him, so he's got to kind of find it off of combo extensions if he can.
Round 1.
And we're sticking it out on the farm.
No, I mean, it's a good level. I don't really blame them for changing there. But see how... Oh, there we go. The up to catching Lifescrap, who's just sort of trying to get in. Already turned it back around the triangulation.
Oh my god, the Frenchman just drowning him in that stinky cheese.
For sure. And right, we're seeing it again here. Oh, never mind. There we go. Nice while rising 1-1, but Lifescrap does not let Nathan have the scene very long, already taking the shot. Damn.
Nice power crush again. He might want to consider implementing it a little bit more. Needs something to kind of discourage those buttons from Lifescrap.
It's definitely been working. There we go. Another hop kick. Here, see a bit of a bread and butter Claudio combo. Does so much damage at the wall, too.
And the power crush again getting the job done. It's been the most effective button in the toolkit of Nathan so far.
It's the one thing that's definitely been working in his favor because, you know, whiffing the hop kick, taking a few hits here definitely is not. But here we go, another up two. Gonna activate our heat.
I say credit where it's due to Nathan for that sidestep movement again. Little whiff on the hop kick.
Yeah, definitely just kind of throwing it out, but
that button cannot miss, I swear.
Best weapon ever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was gonna say can't even really chance the Rage Art interrupt because he doesn't have the help to take the hit. Also, just now having the realization that it's probably Nathan 1-2 punch and not Nathan 12 punch.
Probably right. Probably
Thanks for helping me out, chat.
I'm just gonna let you suffer. It's fine. Lifescrap. We have to break that balcony. How much damage he's gonna get? Damn.
All right, so pressure. He's trying to not over-engage, but that hesitation is gonna kill him, and then the gunshot into the mix. Try to avoid the Glock, ended up having to hold B.
I mean, every mistake was a full combo, it seemed like. So I don't blame Nathan if by the end of that he started to feel like it was tough to engage, you know? I mean, you have to, though. That's how the game is played. But Lifescrap definitely made sure to maximize the punishment.
Yeah, it's hard because you don't want to overextend, especially when you have a player like Lifescrap whose whole game plan is relying on kind of like poking and prodding at you to try to bait out those overextensions. But I think had Nathan been a little more willing to up the risk reward, he won enough situations where had he gone for bigger gambles off of them, it might have given him the damage output needed to catch up on some of those rounds, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Because certainly when he did, you know, was doing being offensive, you know, that sort of thing, it just didn't last very long. Like, you know, anytime he had control, he just couldn't keep it. And, you know, it's going to go to the person who can keep the control the longer.
Yeah, it was also just like unfortunate exchanges too, because a lot of the times where he was finally able to finesse the hit, he was just slightly off axis or in a position where he couldn't really maximize his damage. And we saw in the one exchange before in game 2, before they went through the wall hazard, where they were still up at the top, where he got that full length extension on Claudia. So we know he has the execution to pull off those big damage combos. Just could not get the right hit in the right spot. And that's one of the unfortunate aspects of Tekken, is that it's all about positioning. Even for combo starters, it kind of nerfed his ability to catch up on the life lead in the end. But down but not out. This is a double elimination bracket, so there's a chance we'll get to see some more Nathan soon. Aside from that, I'm under the assumption we'll be working our way back to 5-4 and Patty in a bit. So if you feel like you didn't get enough Victor gameplay, don't stress it. Oh, we're gonna get some bears.
We never see bears. Not on No Frames Given. Dang.
Yeah, listen, you know, every single week I'm on here, I try to figure out how many games we're gonna get before we get into the furry convention. Today was one. You know, like, but whether it's one of the bears or it's the king or it's the Armor King, which Armor King is understandable, right? It's a character so strong, obviously has been adjusted, so toned down a little bit, but I don't think to the extent that anybody's like not concerned about him, right? Nobody's seeing Armor King and going, well, this is going to be an easy match. That's something you should think of when you see a bear, right? When you're knowledgeable on the matchup, when you see a bear on the other side of the screen, ideally they are, I feel like, fairly some of the weaker characters in the game as far as what they have access to. But again, we talk about that list of top 5 knowledge check characters. People are just not prepared prepared for it. And it is one of those characters, whether it's Panda or Kuma, where you are going to end up playing the player more than the character. And King Surfbot is probably one of the biggest mind game characters on a bear you can get. If you are knowledgeable on the bear matchup, but you're not knowledgeable on playing King Surfbot, it's going to be just as alarming as it would be if you didn't know what was going on, because you have no idea, one, how knowledgeable he is as a competitor, and two, just how brazen he could be in situations where you would not expect it.
Oh no, another one of those people who knows when to turn it on and turn it off, because he will also just stare at you and then, you know, force you to flinch. He's one of those players that you get the feeling that he truly enjoys what he does.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, absolutely, he is loving every minute of that bear rolling across the screen. We are all here for it, frankly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Laid back in the recliner at home, just feet up, you know, like, if you don't know the setup, if you can't picture King Surfbot setup because it hasn't been described to you, it's so much worse when you see it. Oh my god. All right, so Victor.
All Victor, all bears, and King and Armor King. Go.
And let's see how long we're gonna get before we get introduced to the lovely Surfbot shimmy. It's one of the bigger mind games he likes to implement, but it's once he gets comfortable and finds the space for it. Right now, it's all Zoran.
Oh yeah, no, it's all counter hit city from Zoran over there, but King Surfbot already starting to do his game plan here. There we go.
Power crush again.
Power crush. Yep.
Yeah, here we go. No, he's there. Don't worry. It was not a controller malfunction.
No. He's just waiting.
And you
got
caught.
You moving?
We talked about upping the risk reward. Surfbot is one of those characters that will take advantage of that small Tekken to open up the nonsense. Oh,
what are you talking about? That mask is perfect.
Yeah, Director Toma, hey, you don't have a choice, brother. You have to.
King Surfbot's gonna put that mask on every bear he has.
Yeah, it's there to hide the smile. When he's ready to press, he's giggling. He doesn't want you to see it. So
Director Toma here. I just don't want him to do machine gun kicks like he would do like a Mr. Karate.
No, it's happening. It's happening, especially in that mask. All right, there we go. Bam.
Got counter hit for Victor. This is going to be a decent damage opportunity. Of course, oh man, as we were talking about before, the distance to the wall, going to ruin that for Zoran. And this being one of the smaller stages too. Nice lengthwise, short the other way. So the angle of which you get to hit really matters for how long you'll be able to extend. Nice start for Zoran. Can continue to take advantage.
Man, and this is the other part about it, really. I feel like King serve bot, you blink and he has decimated life bars here. I mean, already from that one interaction, more than tied the life, and this may very well be it right here. Nope, not quite.
Gonna hold one more mix and finds it. King Servbot, game 1 on the board, making it look easy. Yeah, to piggyback off of your point, it's hard because when you get kind of like, with all due respect, I play the same way, kind of like a nonsense, chaotic opponent. A lot of times higher level players will advise you to kind of let them kill themselves, right? It's like, listen, it's a lot. You got to slow down the pacing, figure it out, wait till you can see the opportunities. One of the worst things you can do against somebody like Servbot is hesitate, because you just open the door to him getting to initiate it, and that's what you want to avoid in the first place. We'll see if Zoran can catch on to that and make the adjustments. He has a nice round start here, but has had a nice one almost every round they've had so far and hasn't been able to clutch it out yet. We'll see if this one makes a difference.
Yeah, no, definitely looks like... Never mind, while I'm dropping the combo. They're just a little bit Rio hunting stance, entering key, and then the steamroller has started.
Yeah, one of the consistent tactics you want to keep tuned in on when you're watching King Servbot gameplay too is almost every single time, whether on hit or block, if Servbot initiates the first interaction, he will find some way to immediately go into heat and try to build momentum. If it's a hit, it's even worse for you because you're going to hold a combo extension into damage. But even on block, if he has enough plus frames, he will enforce his turn and then bring in the pain. Zoran looking like he's going to be able to skate away with one here. And I don't know why he didn't rage art. Oh my God, he might play the mice playing with his food. He's going to get away with murder there. 3% makes the difference. Let's pray he doesn't make the same mistake.
Oh yeah, no, you cannot drop early because King Servbot will absolutely take advantage. And here we go, already getting started. Damn.
Or sweep.
I know, right?
And as you mentioned, right, I blinked and there is 70% of Zoran's life bar just immediately gone, melted.
Oh yeah. Truly one of many talents. There we go, nice little
that booty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a duck on round start. Zoran is so lucky that Servbot wasn't making a read on it. It was half the ducking, because that launch would have been egregious. But hold on, don't count out Zoran yet.
No, that's making a decent dent here in the life bar, but I feel like every time like he gets the big combo, gets him cornered, and then overextends.
Yeah,
King
it's
Servbot takes it back around. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to talk so I can say it, you know, like it's,
yeah.
We got that Oki setup, and then it's like Servbot has, and this is one of the things we talk about, right? Has shown a clear disregard for Zoran's Oki pressure because he's been able to get that wake up launch every time, and he is not going to stop doing it until Zoran starts respecting it. Let's see if this exchange is the one that we learn. But I'm nervous about seeing the same interaction again. Okay, avoids it that time, and here comes the benefit. Had he done this a round ago, this might have been his game, but now he's got to fight for it. It's looking pretty good so far, but never sleep on the king.
No, but definitely did tie up here. So Zoran has a chance. He can not get hop meat twice, or hop cake twice, I mean. Yeah, once though.
Both bears
that
can touch Timmy's. He's got maybe one more opportunity to get something going here. And that could be the start. Extend into heat. Expulse on that bear if you have to. Just be careful. Got the jab launch interrupt.
Get up.
Oh, nice rage art. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
To the blocking King Servbot.
Oh, that's how you know everybody got mixed. Because I also fell victim. I thought he got through, but Servbot with the perfectly timed bait to halt in the momentum was able to catch Zoran slipping in the one opportunity he thought he had to really, really showcase something. Yeah,
I think he was in stance is what it was, and he wasn't actually like attacking, so he was able to block. But yeah, I'll have to run that one by later. That was definitely an interesting interaction there at the end. I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, no. King Servbot, man, there's the way he plays. Like I said, that, as you said, the willingness to ignore what you think I don't know how to put it. Like, he's going to do
blatant disregard for whatever your game plan
disregard.
is.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think as a competitor, it is a skill set to have. As you mentioned before, it's something you need to turn on and off because there's a point where it's not working. But Sirbot is at the level where he'll recognize if it's not working, he will adapt. We've seen it in competitions in the past. But he has a game plan, right? And I always advise a lot of players when they're trying to get into competition or they're trying to learn these fighting games and they want to like up their success rate in these games, that one of the biggest mistakes I feel like a big portion of that player base makes, regardless of the game, is not having a game plan to follow when they get into the action, you know? First of all, Ash, chill, okay? I'll get to you, all right? But as I would say, they don't always have a game plan. Their game plan is kind of just to run their flowchart and run what they know. But there's a specific sequence that your character wants to evoke upon the opponent to win. And for the Bears, a lot of times that game plan is just to kind of encourage frustration from their opponent, wait for the overextensions, and then punish them for overextending. And Sirbot just showcased like that exact game plan to a T by putting in the pain, waiting for Zoran to get frustrated, backing off the pedal a little bit in a couple of moments, letting Zoran overextend, whether it was on Oki, whether it was with the rage art, whether it was with the movement, creating the dead space, letting Zoran fill it, and then with punishing for the game. And again, you only get so many opportunities against the Bears, so Sirbot needs 1 or 2 baits and a couple of pokes, you know? And then you see a success rate like you see from King Sirbot.
No, and he has won no frames given in the past as well. So, yeah, no, it's really fun to watch on my end. Love to see obvious frustration because I'm evil. You heard it here, chat. No, but in all seriousness, it happens to be one of those game plans that is very fun to watch just as an observer for those reasons of, he's baiting. He's baiting for the reaction every single time. And
he's the master baiter.
And yes, master at baiting. Perfect.
We're gonna have a Kibbs versus Toxic Gas coming up on the docket right now. Cooney versus Armor King is gonna be very fun. Which are strong, right? Deceptively good range on a lot of the normals. Another 2-touch Teddy, right? You got to be very careful about those exchanges, his wall carry, his optimization, all of that pretty freaky. The benefit on the side of Cooney is going to be, one, her trickery. She's a little more honest than some of the other Manji characters, right? She's not as, let's say, annoyingly agile as Raven, not necessarily as tricky as Yoshi, but a nice middle ground between the two of them. Still honest, still freaky. Has some movement. Has a surprising amount of ability to really play the plus frame game and encourage a couple of trades that Armor King might be susceptible into falling for because he's going to be fighting for his turn so hard to finesse those hits. Plus frames on her back 1 into back 1 plus 2 lead to enough plus frames for her to hit confirm into combos. She can do while running 2 into stand 3, I believe, and be plus 15 and get straight down forward 2. Conversions where she doesn't even have to necessarily overextend execution wise for the mix. In other situations, she'd have to like CD2 to get those pickups. Very strong wall carry with the routing, very strong wall damage in her wall routing. Tricky mind games too with how she's going to layer the stuff, whether she chooses to go into back turn, whether she doesn't. And an egregious amount of annoying lows that aren't necessarily as bad as somebody like Ravens, but are still pestering enough where you don't want to engage in small Tekken with her too much. So we will see how her toolkit and Kibbs' playstyle matches up with Toxic Gas, who, again, as agile as Cooney is, she's as susceptible to as anybody else to just getting smacked a couple of times by Armor King and being in a situation where she can't get out of it. Has a parry, but it's also pretty finicky, so you don't want to be too over-reliant on that as well.
Wait, Toxic Gas, I thought plays King. Like straight King. It's either or? Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
I personally
really
would think Armor King would be better suited for... Oh, sorry,
I think it's suited for Armor King, yeah.
If I had to pick between the two, it's not that King isn't annoying as well, but I feel like Cooney has to play a little bit of a more honest game. And I feel like Armor King is very good at playing honest Tekken. I think surprisingly so against a character like that. With King, he's not necessarily bad at doing it, but I don't think the reward for him is as high as it is with being let's shift the percentage 20% slide more into being gimmicky. If Cooney guesses right on your mix, which I feel like King more has to enforce, kind of trying to get a turn and enforce that mix, she'll get way better reward, where I feel like Armor King doesn't have to engage in that so much to get his big output. But what do I know? You know, that's me taking my guess from over here. I think the better part is the fact that Toxic has both options and can play them out.
Okay, he's on his way. Okay, beautiful. I was halfway paying attention to that as well. But yeah, no, seriously, we really won't know until we see what they do. But I will say, the very least, Kibbs, multi-winner, and is another one of those just players that has the propensity.
Just wanted to say, if you want to talk about freaks, Ash is going to be really excited either way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Just want to say, for calling me a freak. Just really want to make sure that everybody knows that Ash is going to be locked in regardless.
Okay.
Is what's happening.
Beautiful. See, I'm just thinking of the Spider-Man meme. Freak. We're all pointing at each other, right? I
don't know why I'm in.
Yeah.
You talk to. I have a normal amount of attraction to fictional characters. You know, there's a line that I do not surpass. You know.
Now wait a minute. This is not about that.
Yeah. So what's everybody pointing at each other for? You know. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
What's crazy was I wasn't even the one who brought it up. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't even toss lobs in this time. I usually give the and. To my credit, Claudia was on screen, and I gave her a break this week, and then she couldn't help it.
Well, I waited until, like, what, 10 minutes into the show? That's like a record, right? 20
That's
minutes?
as long as you can make it?
I guess. I don't know.
And that's at home, Ash. Imagine Lobs was in front of Claudio. She can't make it 10 minutes on a screen. You know? Like, the set was over and it was so stuck. She had to get it out itself. But we were past the match. We were talking about two separate characters that had nothing to do with it. Nobody was a talent. There was no segue into Claudio at all.
You're the one who brought up Claudio again.
Yeah. After you talked about, oh, we're all pointing to each other as freaks. I did not volunteer to be in this freak circle. All right.
All right.
You know, I heard about what goes on at these majors. All right. Like,
oh, I'm about to find out what goes on at these majors.
Yeah, be careful, because, you know.
Be careful. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go to the third floor.
You might have to ask for a different, yeah.
Oh, no.
And you know what kills me, Ash? You saw how hard I tried to imply but not specify, you know? And and now the details have been, so I guess next year if you're going to Combo Breaker, get a room on the 8th floor if you're one of those, you know? Now you know where to go.
I'm fairly sure that only us heard that, but
No.
You know all about it, okay.
Yeah. Listen, I was trying to keep it secret. 7th floor, you know, and here's the problem, Ash. I also did the debate of not mentioning the specific floor. I was trying to help you guys save the rooms. Now everybody's gonna book it. Have you met these gamers? All right. We've got Toxic, we've got Kips. Corrido Tombado. I don't even know what I just said. I hope it's not a stun.
All right, and he actually did decide to play King, so let's see how that works for him. Working all right so far.
You can't be mad at it.
No, not with that much damage. He's already
Hold it. Nice guess. I'm surprised that I feel like in a situation like that, right? And again, I'm always gonna back it up, but I might be ignorant. But if I'm getting forced to hold potential King RKO and I'm making the hard read that I have to hold RKO, why am I not full combo launching it? Lobs, what happened?
No idea. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just dying. Great grab.
All right, power press, taking it all to the chest. Don't quote me.
Yeah, nice use of armor as well. What are we gonna do at the wall?
Nice sidestep. Thought we would see a poke behind it. Managed to avoid the grab. That's very slippery. Wall splat. This is gonna be death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, didn't even bother sneaking in the back one. Just took the easy. And sometimes to be fair, the back one can be a little finicky. So it's. I think he could have went straight into the down 2 route and been fine.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do what you know is course you're gonna work. All right.
More hazard available here. That's that low game from Cooney we're talking about. And look at how effective those pokes have been. Giant swing, but we are going to be able to tech roll out of this, reduce the damage.
Pretty good response time there.
Oh, that's popping the floor.
Oh yeah, take that out of the match. Oh gosh, dropped the combo. But here we go. Really only needs a couple of hits, but Kibbs never say die.
Wow! Beautiful movement from Kibbs. This has been such an interesting session because I feel like I've been watching Toxic put in so much pain. I wasn't even really fully aware that this was 3-0 round Kibbs as quick as it was. I swore I had a Mandala effect.
I thought we were also on the second. I had no idea that was the third. Oh my gosh, so fast.
All right, second opportunity to bring it back here for Toxic. He's gonna stick it out with the King. Had the opportunity to switch. Must like this matchup instead. But Kibbs not deterred so far.
No, for sure. He's gonna keep moving.
Yeah, notice too is not at all willing, especially which I understand how on the money Kibbs has been on with these ducks, to throw out a forward 2-1. Does not want a chance getting ducked on that.
It makes total sense here.
Dude, and yeah, Kibbs is just mauling with this small Tekken game.
Yeah, no, Kibbs kept control basically that entire round. And here, go ahead and start with the mix-up game.
And again, fully enforcing. I like that string out of her dash too. Very nice power shot. Very nice heat engage her on hit. Relatively safe on block. She's not really sticking her neck out for it.
Yep, floor is lava once again. Nice multi-trade. I'm jabbing. Okay.
Oh, and it doesn't get the pickup.
Not that time. Gonna slide in, but Toxic Gas using that armored. Right, they could not armor through that move there. Sides. Yep.
Kibbs going to be moving forward after that one in winner semis. I'm eliminating Toxic Gas for now. That's going to qualify Kibbs for top 8, which we're 3/4 of the way on filling out now. Waiting in their respective spots on top 8 are 5-4 and Lie Scrap. Both already there. Kibbs now joining the party.
All right, so Cooney and the 2 victors. Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So that leaves one more match for us to tear through to finish filling out those top 8 slots, which is going to be Servbot again versus Sin.
Sorry.
I know, usually you think Servbot is the one committing most of the sins, but...
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Oh, it's Lee. Okay, even better.
It's going to be fun gameplay. Lee's an interesting character because I feel like Lee is as successful as he is, like, annoying, right? And I'm talking about on the side of the player who has to play him. He's obviously always going to be a pain to defend against, but I always have this weird metric with Lee where I feel like he's not always worth the amount of effort he takes to play, but then I see higher level players make it seem like he's the best character in the game if you get it down, so... Pretty coin flipping depending on the results. We'll see what Sin's able to do with him here. I like the little, what I'm assuming is a little like old to Yakuza kind of colorway, but maybe he just liked yellow as well.
Yeah, and the accidental matchy match, I always appreciate that when it happens.
I want to feel like it's accidental, but Servbot's also a freak. So I might have just been like, you know what, I can do it better than you.
He made sure he had a matchup costume for any match he could possibly have tonight. Just like this.
Also, Servbot, if you can hear me, if you're gonna do yellow panda, I feel like you could turn this into Pikachu.
Oh no!
Thoughts for next time?
Yep, absolutely agree. Ooh, caught Sin sidestepping there.
Sin successful in the first round, but I mean King Servbot looking to repay that favor immediately.
I mean, you know, let's get that rollers kind of started, but
I swear if we see a comeback here, I'm jinxing it. I'm trying to jinx it so hard. I want to see more gameplay.
I mean, he's sweeping.
Why is he not dead yet? Why is he not dead yet? Okay. What was about to say?
Jinx, like, I'm gonna practice my defense now. Do. Like,
Oh,
gosh.
what a hop kick in response.
Yeah. Ew.
Again, get frustrated if you lose the serve block. Call him whatever you want. Never call him a coward.
No. Fearless, really, if anything. It's a different set of problems than that. But there we go. Sid making use of the corner over there to actually start a little bitty combo for King Serpa. Went and took it back.
What a low parry.
Low parry. Now it was a real one, Kevin.
Yeah, no, that was a real one. That was a real one. And the main benefit too is going to be, again, look at all.
Yeah.
Gets a combo going. Now you have to hit him twice, but the Serpent got up and hit him twice. So.
No, yeah, 100%. I like the hitman come at me. And King Serpent's like, yeah, all right. Dipping in and out of Huntsman there. Just staying on him. There's a little forward 2 Lee action. Now we'll see. Oh, I love the down forward interrupt. Yes.
Oh my God, there's no way. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
What even was that?
You win.
I have questions too.
Oh, let me tell you, we've all got answers. Yes, you did just see that. Yes, you did.
I did just see that.
I had the benefit of sitting in this chair to kind of like observe the situation without the stress, but I promise you I made the call exactly when the mid was coming. I would have ate all those lows, but I would have stood there, dude.
No,
I would have rather died to the 9 lows.
What forces you to react, for sure. But there we go. Got a nice float there off of a nice jab float to the corner.
Nice
Blocking the
look,
spring kick.
that's exactly the problem we were having earlier when Zoran was not willing to do that. Notice how Sin identified that Turbot will get up with some BS and put a foot on the brake.
Yeah, no, definitely giving patience win.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Oh, and he loses for that.
Round 2. Fight.
I don't even know how that missed. Dang.
And that's the unfortunate part. The problem is I've had that happen to me enough where I'm just like, yeah, this sometimes.
The Tekken be Tekkening, I gotcha.
It is more of an issue for Lee specifically because of how that kick interacts with things. It does tend to get low profiled a lot more than Lee would like for it to, and it feels like it should, and it should scoop from the floor kind of similar to Brian's, but it just doesn't.
Round
3
3.
twirls.
Fight.
Yeah, it's like Serpot almost makes you feel like Panda's like Lucky Chloe. It's like very similar energy I get from Tekken 7 Lucky Chloe.
Also a backup dancer?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it should be.
The flip again, and Blaze, who honestly started this set looking like it was all momentum on his side. It just had, again, Serpot found the moment, the adaptation, baited out the frustration. And it's kind of like a matchup of how long can you maintain the mental composure. And Serpot managed to find the opportunities again and will now be joining the rest of those competitors on top 8. Winner's side.
I truly feel like, especially in any of those matches where King Servbot had a major life advantage towards the end, just toying with them, like a cat, like maybe bears will do it too. Just gonna stand there and be like, all right, where's my opening? I can wait.
It's hard, but
yeah, even if the life bar goes down 25% more, it's like, I could wait, until that moment. But sadly, we are all gonna have to wait just like a few minutes because we're gonna take a very quick break, get some water, grab a snack, stretch your legs, whatever it is you gotta do. We will be right back. We are back here on this lovely Friday night, already watching some great Tekken. How you feeling, Kevin?
Oh, wonderful. My favorite part was when I told the director I had to use the bathroom, and then he said, "You're not allowed to do that here." So I gotta sit here, I gotta hold it. And you know what?
Director Toma
like
here,
it's a
you are not
physiological
allowed. You
response
just
to
have to
the
pee in a bottle.
He said I don't even get a bottle. He said it has to be a jug, low tier god style, or I can't do it. And I didn't have one around, so here we go. You know. So,
I mean, that's the sort of stuff you get for working with us here on No Frames Given.
I mean, listen, sometimes when you do this commentary stuff enough, you learn to just kind of like hold on to it. One of the main things I don't want to hold on to is the remainder of these Match Arena codes that we've still yet to ship out. If you guys have not yet headed over to the Match Arena, we've got them in abundance. All right. It's where all the cool cats and kids hang out. If you feel like you're having a little bit of FOMO, maybe drop a dono. A fair amount of points in there so far. $2. Of course, we're also going to have the base pod inclusion from Director Toma later on as well, but we still got 42 codes remaining. We'd be very thankful if you added to that, log in with any of your socials and click the claim coupon code on the right hand side of the screen to add to it for free, no cost to you. All goes into the pockets of the players who have been spending their whole night entertaining you. So give them a quarter. They have to split the quarter. You can't even physically do that nowadays, you know? So
absolutely, yeah. No, if it gets high enough, we could even have a top 3 payout or even more. So we will see. But you know, what's really nice about Match Arena is they have so many different options that you do not have to like make. No matter what, you're going to have something. So you do not have to like make a login, which I personally hate having to come up with a new password for anything ever. So yeah, no, for sure. It's only a couple of clicks. Would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Also, we are actually expanding No Frames Given here soon. It's not going to be a weekly like our Tekken 8 tournaments, but we will be playing some Fatal Fury City of the Wolves soon. A couple of Sundays a month, so look forward to that.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of great stuff about Fatal Fury. If you guys are not engaged with that game and you missed some of the older years of Yonder when the old fundamental skills were the most important part, City of the Wolves is one of the best modern adaptations of that playstyle. Some people will complain about some of the mechanics. They're just not that good at the game. I got to be honest with you. If you had fellas that were complaining to you about like, yeah, and here's the thing, spam rev blow. Okay.
Yeah.
Against most, you will die. Okay. Unless you honestly understand the mind games about how you should be spamming it, please go online the way people are telling you and try to spam in Red Blow and see if every Mexican that has a connection to you doesn't just kill you for doing that. Okay. That is their dream that you would just pull up. Yeah. It's Fatal Fury. We do have to like really be careful with our pronunciation because I know in the past we were hanging with Ash in chat and she thought it was Fatal Furry and that became a big issue. Okay. Couldn't get Ash off the game. There is actually a way to color code Tizok to make Tizok look more like a king, and I'm surprised Ash hasn't just booted that up and locked in on that. That's kind of like one of the most fire grapplers in that game. Though if you do main Tizok, good luck. That's a little tough. I'll be honest. Out of every character in that game, Tizok's going to be one of the rougher ones. But well, you know what? Servbot would do that. Servbot would do that.
No, 100%. So Serbot's like, oh, this character looks great.
I mean, listen, there are some gamers who just like the big bodies.
Yes.
And they just lock it on the big bodies, and then that's it, you know? And if Serbot's one of those if it's just going to be Bears and Tizok and Zangief and, you know, the Ladiva, I don't know, then rock it out, hope you can beat it, you know? Because a lot of these gamers can't. We've got a combination of matches set up for the top 8 right now. Lie Scrap versus Kibs, Jesus, and Serbot versus 5-4. I believe we're getting Lie Scrap versus Kibs first. So more Victor, but we get to see a different kind of playstyle against the Kunimitsu. A character who's maybe going to have an easier time kind of locking her down. Once Victor gets his stuff going, it's really hard to get out of it. I did mention before, King has to try a little harder to put them in a scenario where they have to kind of guess on mix. Victor doesn't really have to engage with it the same way. He can kind of poke and prod. Has that new spinning rotating mid that just, you know, has everybody so in love with him. And then also, sure, Cooney's got a lot of cool daggers and whatnot. This fella's got a gun shooter, you know. Sometimes it's as easy as that. We'll see if Life Scrap makes it look that easy. Kib's obviously very fundamentally sound. If you didn't see the broadcast before top 8, you'll get to see it now. And lock in on just how terrifying that can be.
No, absolutely. And Kibbs is great in general, like with any character they play. So, able to really take the Kunimitsu and use her skills, but man, Life Scrap. It's always sort of trouble having controller trouble. Okay. It's okay. We can do this around the box. That's fine.
I will just say one of the few things that I am missing. You guys know how I'm like a character customization dork. I don't have the cape, and seeing this fit is part of the reason I'm upset because I wanted to make this fit and I can't do it. But
hey, somebody did though. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, with what we can see in the background right now, Life Scrap is completely shutting down Kibs' attempts at even trying to implement any of this Kunimitsu stuff in the past. Guys, if you want some commentary practice right now, if you're sitting at home, look at what you can see on screen and try to do some commentary for it to yourself. If you can get a full thing going with the whole set, you'll be the best.
I know, right? I mean, Life Scrap did just do a great interrupt there. But just saying, Gibbs. Oh wow, we can see now. And even here. Nice.
You couldn't see that whole time?
Oh god, it was just me? Okay. I thought everybody could see the box. All right.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yes. I say that every day. Great parry.
Well, what are you just going out without pants? I don't know.
Hey. Only every other day. All right. Great.
Hey, Chad, it is getting hot out. All right. Let's talk about popping heat in New York City.
That is what we're watching.
A little bit of a Manji battle as well, too. A little secret ninja organization between Victor and Kunimitsu here. Third round looking a little more even. Life Scrap just needs one more poke and finds it.
Yeah, it looked like Kibbs was sort of just waiting for any sort of moment to get in. Life Scrap not really giving them one. Kibbs trying to interrupt. There we go. Nice launch there from Kibbs. Go to the corner. All right.
Very interesting, but very beautiful carry. Very interesting, but very balanced down forward too. It is a punishable on block, but the rage on it is actually insane.
No, so I can see like this is a really great sort of sidestep, sort of cool there, right? There we go. It was like it was gonna be any hit. It was gonna be any hit. Life Scrap made that, as you said earlier, made that look easy. Oh my gosh, so fast. That is a great fit.
Oh, a beautiful fit.
Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Okay.
Yeah, taking a moment to take in the attempts at a start here. I'm curious from my chair what adjustment Kibbs is going to make to try to even up the momentum here.
Well, I mean, that was a great block on the low there. And, so far, definitely winning the battle of attrition, right? Oh, there we go. With the down forward two is going to get a launch. And with all of the pokes that Kibbs had managed to in the drop.
And I will say that that down forward two that Kibbs did get off of the side, like right at the tail end of being able to punish Life Scrap forward, who again is just going to bring back the momentum anyway. And this is just becoming a case of just so close, not close enough on the side of Kibbs, right? Like keeps getting Life Scrap down to these moments where it should be game ending, down to the final poke, and then right here, Life Scrap either just brazenly interrupting some of the offense or just manages to constantly get directly on the swing flips.
Maybe even a combination. Definitely one of those no fear sorts of things. Oh, nice. Kibbs interrupted with the kip up here, so we're going back to neutral. Little down forward jab interrupts here, able to get some damage. Is it gonna be death this time? There we go.
Finds the down forward one. Go get him, Kibbles.
Yeah. You get those fast moves.
Got that dog in him.
Nice.
And now starting to up the pace. Life Scrap again, just finding an opening to get that momentum down, and it's going to be pretty close. Never mind, now has almost exactly evened up the life deficit and has built the lead.
For sure. And see, Kim sort of just waiting on light script. You doing out the occasional, like, down jab. Nice blocking on the low. Is able to open him up just a bit there. Trying to sidestep to get some sort of opening, and that did it right there.
And now Kibbs up on the board. This might be the first really, really close set we've had so far tonight, at least on stream. We'll talk about score numbers later as we review attack histories when we get further into our winner side. Beautiful parry from Lyscrap. Get that dirt off my shoulder.
Nope, not happening. There we go. Also got the wall splat. And then you just do one more hit. Start out there. 2-2 right here. This could be Lyscrap's victory here in winners semifinals. Get busting out those lows.
And, dude, deja vu on that exchange, baiting out that button, sidestepping, and then getting the down forward too. And Kibbs now in a better spot to even optimize off of this.
Yeah, for
and that
sure.
wall damage, we talked about it. Feels similar to Lars.
Yeah. There's a lot of wall damage there. Kibbs tying it up 1-1. Looked so like it was definitely going one way. So really happy to see Kibbs, turn a couple of interactions around to give us more gameplay.
Oh my god, the $20 contribution from Tomador.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you for saying that, Toma. Anyway, so... Oh, there we go. Nice down forward to Kibbs. Just sort of... That felt like a battle of attrition there, We're just going to both keep going in with our small hits. So, luckily, Kibbs was who took it in that spot.
Well, Kibbs has been doing like a better job in this second and third game now of creating situations where it feels like the pressure is going to continue, and has conditioned Lyscrap to go for those courageous interruptions that he's been getting net benefits off of, but now creating dead space in those moments where Lyscrap is trying to find them. And getting full launches for them, has recognized enough of the pattern to optimize off them. Beautiful duck from Lyscrap.
Yeah, no, for sure. So now they Kibbs
unforgiving sequence of back shots.
Yeah, 100%. The Kibbs finding a way to change up their gameplay enough to sort of mix it up, but Lyscrap also really good at doing that. So we'll see how he responds here.
Did you see the off-axis wall splat on that power crush? That was not the game plan, I promise. But great job identifying it. The sidestep and then the duck.
Sometimes you do get lucky as well in these 3D spaces.
You know what I'm saying? No, listen, we take that.
Yeah.
It's a guaranteed hit. One more poke finds it. Lyscrap chose the wrong version of getting up. See how he tries to scrap his way back into the light here. The mid check from Cooney. Gonna get wall extension here. Oh, went for the shenanigans. The lows again. He's not gonna stop. He's not gonna stop. I'm telling you. You know what the problem is? I've got too many friends that like playing that mind game of I'm just going to do this one thing for the next 10 minutes. I'm not saying that I could block it with 100% success every time, but I am saying 100% of the time I know it's happening.
Well, at a certain point, you go, they can't possibly, and then they do.
No, they're gonna. It's a big, unfortunate aspect of the I know, you know, I know mind game. And they're just like, dude, it's winner semis. I'm Lyscrap. You know I'm going to kill you for this. And that's why they're going to do it. Because they know you're going to kill them for that. So you're going to hold it. The problem now
you're committed at that point.
It's not only is it such a well-enforced mind game in the moment, but I think you get almost a better benefit off of the mental mind game you can play off of it afterwards, because now the second you start that interaction, Lyscrap has to try to figure out whether or not he's back in a scenario where he's getting trolled again as soon as it starts happening. And if that panic sets in and he wants to avoid it, he can end up becoming susceptible to so much more than just a couple of low pokes into GGs. But we're most likely going to look at either a character or a stage switch here. We'll see. I say most likely. It's kind of the only options, you know. But if it's a stage, it'll be interesting to see if they can end up on a stage that's a little less condensed than New York City.
I would say it should be our next match. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. And nobody, again,
Okay.
nobody said anything. I was going on, guys, for 3 minutes.
Round one. Fight.
All right, let's
I
move
was
forward.
actually being real with you. I was trying to figure out. Wait, is winner Simi's first to 3? When did that change happen? That's literally where my brain was. It wasn't even.
I've been in a lot of other
Thinking you were
events
wrong.
recently where that has been the case, and so my brain's
Oh, no,
been
it's not.
kidded. Now everybody saw me with my pants down every other day.
It's okay. Panda's not wearing pants either, so it's all good.
Yeah, have you been to the big and tall stores? They don't really have a lot left.
Not lately, somehow.
5-4 versus Servbot going to be an interesting set again. Like 5-4 likes to try to be cautious with the risk reward as much as he can, while Servbot's going to try to force him into situations where that's going to be a net loss for him. This is also a matchup that has happened a number of times in the past, so these two are familiar with each other.
Oh no, and then they're in at least one other org together, so you know, I'm sure they fought many times here, but always fun to do it here in top 8 at a tournament. You smash feet until it works. There we go, 5-4.
I mean, who's going to be the better player today?
That's all that matters, really. Day in and day out.
Beautiful
Got him in the throw. Yep, got him in the throw.
Round three. Fight.
I really like that hood and cape though. It's a really good looking Servbot.
Yeah, it feels very like a Teen Titans Raven.
My 4 is just taking waiting for the moment they flinch and then getting the getting the launch at that point. But here we go, King Servbot kind of taking it back. 5-4 taking it back from him.
Oh, it did get, well, kind of hesitated too, because I believe he wasn't sure if he was going to. That hesitation might have cost him.
May have. With the life bar differences.
Wow.
Yep.
Trying so hard to not give Servbot the space, the very, very intentional low parry, but that's also going to come from player familiarity. Can't even try
Well,
to
we've
rage
seen-
art him here. Needs a launcher.
I mean,
There's no way!
oh no!
What did I just witness? The 5-4 has to be wiping off his stick so hard right now. And giggling maniacally during it.
Round four.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe that interaction happened. That was beautiful. All right. Do you think King Servbot sat up in his recliner just a little bit? I don't know.
Nah, I think he laid back
No.
a bit farther.
Now,
I think he was like, you know
all right,
what?
gotcha.
I gotta relax. Nice extension here. This game 1 is looking very, very nice for 5-4.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely showing a lot of good strong moments here against King Servbot. No. Against the wall. You want to be between.
5-4 trying not to overextend, but right as I'm talking about it, took the bait. Servbot tying up the round. Now it's first game, final round, winner semifinals, top 8 side. Who's gonna get the first tick on the scoreboard?
It's gonna be King Servbot. It's gonna be 5-4. Well, they're tied right now. Let's see. Nice punishment.
Beautiful. That's very brave.
Oh.
Oh, we
He's
gotta got a
really
playmaker
brave.
launcher.
Also punishing the spring kick.
Yep, and mixing up the throws. Notice that Servbot's been pretty consistent on taking that 1+2 grab. So 5-4. Not gonna give him the opportunity now. Gonna switch it up.
Make him think. Nice. He's blocking on both sides here.
Again,
Great
yeah.
throw break.
Servbot will hold that throw every time. 5-4 switching it up again. This unfortunately kind of does give Servbot a little bit of an advantage though, because now he has Rage Art.
I mean, it really is just revenge, though, in fairness, Kevin.
Is it now?
Oh, we've been here before.
All right, first point on the docket goes to King Servbot. And I'm telling you, one of the most frustrating things as a competitor is the fact that 5-4 worked so hard to develop that life lead, and by gaining access to that life lead, gave Servbot the opportunity to earn that combo without having to try as hard. Now they're going to have to run it back.
It's very interesting matchup. Just 5-4 showing excellent moments here. Let's see how that continues. Oh, nice duck.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there was more than enough moments within that first game where you had every reason to put out the argument that 5-4 was going to run away with it. So there's no reason to believe that he can't do it now. I think the question is going to be how much has Servbot really developed a mental stack at this point?
Or how much frustration does King Servbot cause?
Yeah, and then notice too how quickly the sequence of moves on offense have changed for Servbot. There's so many layers to his bear shenanigans. Even if you know what's happening, again, we talked about playing the player instead. Like, it's just very hard to tell when these new layers of mix are going to happen that he's introducing that he has not used in the past like 7 rounds.
Nope, time to switch channels. Different strategy right here. But 5-4 getting the wall splat. Damn. Nice heat smash, but
woke up with it. We talked about that blatant disregard for his opponents. Look at I think if we have like a stat tracker, you know, if the FGC ever gets it to this point where we could get like in-game stats like that, I would love to see the percentage of wake-up attack attempts from King Servbot, regardless of hit or fail.
Would be interesting. Interesting bit of statistics there, because just particularly prone to it. Oh, already up 2 as well. Ooh, nice. Nice punish. Eating the swipe. They're using that down jab. Interrupt. But King Servbot definitely winning the battle of folks here. Big launch there from King Servbot.
Gonna be into heat extension. Yep, and then just found the opportunity in King Servbot. I mean, again, we talk about the momentum switch. 5-4 basically had the game finished just moments ago, and then Servbot kind of got the flow going, found the adaptations in game 2, and locked in that spot for winners finals. When we get there, it will be Kibbs versus King Servbot, Cooney versus Panda. That'll be a fun one.
And what's fun is we sort of saw the same journey like between both earlier, right? Where Kibbs had, for all intents and purposes, it really seemed like Kibbs was going to lose, and, you know, wound up turning it around when they made some adjustments to their gameplay. And of course, King Servbot, we watched, as we just said, basically did the same thing against 5-4. So definitely interested in seeing the adjustment battle that is sure to happen.
Yeah, which one of them is going to be more capable of doing that to each other?
Yeah. Or will they be able to have some amount of frustration? How long has Kunimitsu been out? It has been about a month and a half now, right? 2
Yeah,
months?
there's been enough time to adjust.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder for her to
Okay.
kind of like disguise the shenanigans. That's part of what I'm talking about. She seems more gimmicky than she is. I think when players are comfortable with the matchup, she is a little more honest than most feel like she would be. But again, it's kind of like it's hard to. It's really like a player preference what you would prefer, right? Characters that are so honest, but still good, kind of come with that like metric of, you know what they're gonna do, you just can't stop it, you know. And what I'd be curious, as you mentioned before with Kibbs and King Servbot, is that they're both going to be relatively knowledgeable on what the characters are capable of, but they will force each other into situations where it does not matter. It's maybe the complaint that you get a little more with Tekken 8 in comparison to other Tekkens, which is you just get put into positions where you have to hold mix. But I think even Sans, if the game was like that, that's kind of the play style of Servbot anyway. Servbot would just be fighting for something where like, this is knocked down, I'm big beefy, guess wrong on this and you die. Whereas Kibbs is going to be looking more for a feel out process with that poke game into the opportunities for those bigger extensions. We'll get back to that when it's time to address that. Big Ant versus Shogun going to come up next on top 8 loser side as we try to get back on that half of the bracket. Had interesting runs. I believe Shogun had previously lost, I have it in my notes here, let me find it, to Life Scrap earlier. So would love to get through winners potentially enough to get that run back. If we win here in round 1, Life Scrap is the next matchup, so that opportunity to get that lick back is on the horizon if we can get through this matchup here. Brian going to be one of those characters that, like, again, does require some skill to play in the same aspect as Lee, but maybe gets more net benefit off of it. It's going to hit a little harder, gets to enforce some better situations, obviously taunt mind games, Lee is really going to want to encourage Brian to fight in that dead space. Brian, if you can help it, is a character that you kind of want to keep out at range 3, so he has to use some riskier tools to get in and assert those plus frames. And Lee at distance is one of the most annoying poke characters in the game. So if we're going to see Shogun really take a fundamental advantage of the matchup here, I believe it's going to be keeping Big Ant just far enough at bay where he can flick his feet at him and Ant can't really do anything about it. Let him overextend with like a QCB1 or something, and then kill him for doing so and get into your Lee mix shenanigans doubly so if you can get wall. And on the side of Big Ant, obviously it's just going to be get in and just sling it on him and lay that damage in. Both characters with great advantage at the wall, but I feel like go through the entire itinerary of Tekken characters, of which one of them isn't really happy to have you against the wall, you know?
Oh yeah, no, that's obviously a preferred spot to be at. I also think both characters tend to have very similar goals and how they go about fighting as well. So if you can play into that, that's really good. You want to force that overextension either by keeping the distance, like you were saying, or some other sort of like baiting out the movement in order to get your counter hit in. Speaking of all of these ways in which these characters can play mind games with each other, if you like to see these mind games as much as I do, ! Mancherino, please. We just posted it in the chat. You can go into there, log in. There are lots of options. Just click a couple of buttons, claim your code, and it adds 25 cents directly into that pot, which will go right to the winner's pockets. So you're directly giving back for them entertaining you.
As you should. All right, let's see. Oh, and we're gonna have the Victor here instead from Shogun, which is gonna be an interesting one.
There we go.
Yeah, with the previous matchup, we talked about keeping them at bay. Victor might be able to take advantage of the same thing. I mean, Brian's gonna want to get in here close to distance and then try to bait out counter hits. And Victor is a character that is encouraged to try to find counter hits off a lot of his normals. We'll see how it's gonna be with him timing those. But Shogun with this like cyberpunk Virgil.
Yeah, cyberpunk Virgil, and also like great walk around. Like, oh, are you doing to walk around to the other side? Nice weight. The patience.
All right,
there we go.
Sarge. Don't let the rank fool you. It's just a PNG, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful bait into the launch.
Okay. Big Ant got up.
We are watching this on loser side now, so do keep in mind this is Fight for Tournament Live. We've had the privilege of being able to watch the competitors scrap and not feel horrible, because at least whoever lost still had an opportunity. These are last opportunities here for these fighters. Somebody's got to go.
Yep, somebody has got to get out of there, and Big Ant showing they're not gonna make it easy. There we go. Nice Brian shenanigans at the wall. Gotta love it.
We've had a turn for Shogun to show his finesse and for Big Ant to do the same, and now the adjustments are going to start beginning. The sidewalks from Shogun have been immaculate so far. I don't know what it is with sidewalking on Ortiz Farm, but just bring something out of these guys.
It's the alpacas, somehow. They just bring out the movement. Look at Big Ant, like, oh, are you going to try to move on me again? Love those sweeping blows, right? To try to catch the movement here.
Yeah, and it's an adaptation that I like that we saw this early too, because I feel like with a lot of competitors, there'll be a behavior showcase to them like that, and it'll take them longer to realize this. Ant was so ready. It's like, okay, you're sorry walking, here's tracking moves, stop doing this right now. And as the Brian, you do need to discourage him to stop doing it, because he is pretty susceptible to it.
Yeah. At least prove that you are not going to make it easy on him. You see what they're doing, and you are responding to it in real time. There we go. Nice crumple state. We're going to go ahead and break down into the casino. We are wall hazards aplenty here. Let's see if we can make use of that.
Oh my God, if one of them can get a hit off without making a trade. Finds the low end there, and Big Ant going to put the first big point on the board.
Well, in fairness, they are both scouting for counter hits. Trades are the obvious possibility when you're doing that. So it's interesting how on point they both are, that they keep doing it.
Yeah, I think as you said, right, is going to come as a byproduct of fishing for those hits, but they were both at such a low health pool that I don't imagine the trades really what they were looking for. Somebody wanted to build the advantage, and they just kept trading haymakers in such a way where none of them could really get around to developing it. But we'll see here as we get into the second game, which now will either be a character switch or a stage switch. Take when I said that before, Control X, Control V to right now. It didn't happen earlier. Oh, man after my own heart. I rarely get to see this.
Well, time to burst out the Yoshimitsu.
Now, obviously, stage 1 is the lore battle, but big point 2. This is one of Yoshi's better matchups as far as characters that can deal with Ryan, because we talked about this is one of the main reasons I was trying to flex knowledge with is keeping Brian out at range 3. Well, where is Yoshi the strongest? When you're chasing. When is Brian the weakest? When he's chasing.
No, absolutely a potentially a very good switch. If we talk about that, that's a ring wraith, right? Like, I'm not crazy. It's a great ring wraith costume there, nice flash.
Then baits him. I'll have to take your word for it. I also wanted to mention in the thing too, not only is Yoshi going to be good because he's good at keeping him out at range, but also the implementation of flash. Brian's trying to bait out counter hitting if he's got a flash berry.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
But doesn't mean it's incapable of overextending.
Anything is really, and you know, that's one of those things. He's really good.
No way.
I don't even know how that hit either. Here we go.
So 1-1 into the down forward 1. You do not have frames to interrupt there, but I appreciate Big Ant's attempt to try. You've at least got to showcase that you're willing. Oh, was not out of range. Maybe the way he thought he was, unless he was just about to overcommit to something.
Really wasn't
mix,
expecting the
classic
breath.
pick up off the wall rising 4. By the way, not easy to do. It looks easier than it is. Very tough to put together. Beautiful launch step there. Nice block. That's going to be full combo punish on the side of Big Ant. Sidestepping to maintain the wall here. Still loses it.
Okay, yeah, Big Ant's making use of those lows here. Ooh. Whiffed the heat smash, but Shogun could not make it with the helicopter. Once again, Big Ant hatchet stepping his way to victory.
Unfortunately, wanted Big Ant to press on his dragonfly pressure. Big Ant didn't take the bait, which gave him the opportunity to punish. And now we'll see. This is a tough scenario for Yoshi to be in. He needs that movement. Notice how much Big Ant is prioritizing avoiding that wall at all times. And I think now the problem is that Shogun is imagining that Ant is going to be a little more hesitant to interrupt than he has been.
Because of his use of the breath?
No, I believe he's just earned the respect from
No.
Big Ant, and it's means the last thing you see Brian doing in a matchup like this is getting a tournament close to you.
No, and Shogun's definitely looking to put a stop to that. Let's see what. Here we go. Big Ant's getting in.
He's got to be careful too. Those Manji steps have been burning a hole in his pocket. I'm not going to hold you out with a Rage Arted there, but I understand the hesitation.
I mean, the machine gun hits worked.
Yeah, no, I think he would have been able to take those liver shots and then get through with something kind of like reestablish some momentum. I'm curious how that set would have looked if we ran Yoshi the whole time. But maybe I'll listen to me.
You could have definitely made some adjustments quicker. Hard to say because, you know, definitely the first character got taken, got figured out very, very quickly. So yeah, it would have been very interesting if we could have had Yoshimitsu until the Fire Nation attacked. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the Fire Nation. And you can also put that back up. We are doing a Fatal Fury. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I realized it was the wrong ad. It's fine. I don't think we have the new one. But anyway.
So regardless, that'll lead into some interesting matchups. Lie Scrap going to be the next one on the docket for Big Ant, so that will be the run back. He was actually, hold on, no, sorry, I mixed that up. That was the matchup that Shogun wanted. Big Ant is going to take that one now, so we'll see if Shogun gets to get his leg back on Lie Scrap at some other time. In the least, Big Ant better feel some pressure from Shogun to eliminate them, because you cost me my run back. You better take him out. In fact, if you ever eliminate me in a tournament, you better win the whole thing. I only want to have lost to the guy that won.
Oh, I
like, you know what?
definitely felt that at
Spiritually,
my
I kind
last
of got
one.
second because I only lost to the dude who took the whole thing. On the other side, though, Toxic Gas going to be taking on Sin. That's going to be a fun one, I believe. So we have the King Armor King potential on the side of Toxic Gas versus Sin the Lee. I'm not as knowledgeable on how that matchup plays out systemically. I have my ideas of where it could go. I do imagine that it would favor King and Armor King. I feel like the biggest thing they'd be susceptible to is a big flurry of lows from Lee. But again, I'll let Sin showcase to me how you play that matchup if it's going to go that way. But it'll be a fun one to see. I think if you play either of those characters, it'll be a time to pull out the notepad and double check what they're doing to each other to try to get a little momentum going on both sides. Yeah, Bears and Victor today. Not as many Kings. We've got basically Toxic Gas holding it down for the entire top 8, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be the one wrestler remaining.
Well, nice to see. Thank you so much, Shogun, for being here. It was great to watch you play, for sure. We're already getting the Boo King. You
booking
causes.
Booking what? Tickets?
Yes, to the wrestling match, clearly.
Ooh, booking tickets to the wrestling match. Chad, I started that bit and I wasn't sure where I was going with it, and Lob saved it. King sucks. Is that more? Is that more? It's more direct for sure. Listen, I don't know if I would necessarily agree, but I do like that you're passionate.
Let's be real here, though. That's an entirely different conversation, Nathan.
You know what I'm saying? King sucks. How would you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
How would you know? What party did you attend? And what were they putting in the punch, Nathan? A bunch of 1-2s, and you got mixed. Like, then I went in a room and King sucks. You know.
Wait a minute. How do I get invited to this party?
There's a lot of bears at this party. Is there an equal amount of bears at the parties you're going to? Because let me know now. If you know what, if you're hanging out at Breakout, I've got to assume there's at least one. You know, so
there's at least 4.
There's at least 4.
It seems like
scarier.
it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toxic Gas versus Sin. Pac-Man versus Lee.
Round
Got a
1.
rose for that.
Will prove the old axiom today. Genmu Temple, one of my least favorite stages, not because of the aesthetics, but man, are walls finicky on this stage. There's the Shining Wizard.
It's one of those ones where they're much closer than they seem to be, and then because of their angles, they can definitely hit them weird. But there we go, breaking throws, and then we're gonna go in for the giant swing. We were not quite close enough. The wall there, so able to attack.
This could be close to game ending. No, we're gonna have to wake up and guess.
There's a tiny amount of health there.
Oh my god, it's a return the favor. Dude, there's something about Sin where he just will not die. I'm actually surprised that there wasn't a hot knee attempt there. Everything in my gut told me that we were gonna have to block one. Nice round start from Sin though.
Nice.
Oh, interesting drop.
But was not able to get through Toxic's armor, but we are breaking giant swings now. And being threatened by the wild blue grab attempt out of nowhere, you know. Made non-contact during that.
Actually, like, very, very weird how well Giant Swing and Shining Wizard work as mix if a key player is efficient enough at kind of doing them both, like halting themselves and going for Shining Wizard. Could be so detrimental to the person who's got to hold that mix. It's very hard to tell the difference, even for competitors who trained looking at arms to tech throws. And the DDT, poke for game.
And into the alley kick. Yay!
Beautiful sidestep. But this is what I'm talking about, where Lee is so finicky. And look at the price he pays for it. Taking guaranteed dropkick again. No, we went for shenanigans.
I think Toxic's just living up to his name. That's fine.
Ooh, nice throw.
There we go. Nice duck.
Too slow on the punish. We actually could have had a guaranteed poke there from Toxic, but getting the heat, not going to hurt. King basically equipped with a shotgun blast now. When is he going to pop it? Oh, never found the opportunity. Great job from Sin. Dude, if Sin has somebody against the wall, it's actually some of the most insane wall pressure I've seen all night tonight. It's not even about the damage that he can get off a wall lender. It's just how good he is at playing at a distance game when they cannot back up.
There you go. Nice little free string. Look at the threat. I mean,
The damage here is going to be minimal. Guess for game. Nice.
No, we're not punishing right now.
It's a shining
Wizard.
called us. The side steps again. Beautiful. It's his turn. You got to hold that low. Got to hold that low. Got to hold that low.
And then do another. I know, what a step.
Beautiful chase. Didn't get the ender he was hoping for.
Another
Working
throw,
for him also.
unbroken. But Toxic Gas did get the float.
What's the mix? Guaranteed. The mid that time's going to work out. Didn't last time. I think Sim thought there was a chance he was going to switch it up, and he does now. The RKO poke for game off the shotgun blast. Toxic was looking down, but he's not out.
Yeah, no, Lee has to work so hard to get in, and the interactions have been really good, but I think it's just not quite overcoming King's damage. His potential for damage.
It's an aspect of that. I also think that Lee, again, is going to have the advantage when you're getting somebody to chase. And in most situations against King, that's great. But when he's in heat, it's so threatening to try to, like, give him the opportunity to pop that. And you don't necessarily know when he'll be in range. It's very hard to time him in an efficient enough manner.
Finish the string. Ooh, but his sled came up just short. Wavy.
Oh, he think he on Mishima. He think
a
Kazuya
Mishima.
watching.
Wait till we have a kangaroo doing it. That's what I'm excited about. All that Lee damage at the wall. Really good with a bit of a 1-2 ender.
Nice. And, you know, we were giving Sin all the credit for his movement. Let's start talking about some of Toxic's. Counter hit off the 4-4 neutral 2. Muscle Buster!
The armor.
Guess for game?
I mean, he knows when to use the Jaguar sprint for sure.
And listen, it's never wrong.
Feels so right.
And I love how you can just tell from the inclusion of the wave dashes that Toxic is really starting to balloon stuff now.
No, it's absolutely true. It's just, it's another one of those ones where you know they're having fun the whole time, but
Yeah, you know it's at least it's 5 minutes every morning of just drilling that. Muscle
Time for
Buster
the
again.
Yes, time for the morning wave-oo. Here we go. Chiropractor.
Okay,
King.
I was gonna say he's not about to do it. He's not about to do it. If he would have went for rolling death cradle, I would have actually.
Kevin would have just left. I walked away.
Oh no, I would have stayed. I'd have been like, I gotta see how far this is gonna get us.
Would have been the
And
mic
again,
drop moment, yeah.
Look at how efficient Sin is when he can create this position. I don't think there's a better competitor in this tournament tonight than Sin at getting someone back to the wall and never letting them escape.
Even
And I'm
better
saying
than the
that-
Bears.
Yeah, during a night, I was just about to say, where we have somebody like Servbot, who usually would be like my big point to with that. Sin, every single round he won, has had some aspect of that included in it.
This might be bad for Toxic. The stage, I mean. With how Sin's been playing tonight. Let's see. Great duck. Backing off when the armor's that play. That's really good. But a forward too, catching Toxic.
Well, and he's gonna get the wall here.
Not quite. Well, he rolled into the explodey zone, but then right back out. So it's okay.
And again, only momentarily before he was able to get in there with a flick kick again.
the exploding zone, you know.
You never got invited to one of those, Director Toma?
Director Toma here. It was one of those things that was referenced from the last No Frames Given when she just called everything explosion in this stage
Yeah, you got
for not the right reasons.
Yep.
I don't know, one of my favorite stages in this game, ironically enough, is the Pac-Man Pixel stage because of how many exploding zones it has on it. Me and my friends love scrapping, dragging each other around, and then throwing somebody on the floor and making them pop in the exploding zone.
It's pretty good. Just like what Sin is doing right now. Did whiff on the forward too, though. Toxic over just ran right by him. Honestly, great sidestep there. But Sin got him against the wall again, following him as he's trying to roll away. Sin is going to eat a giant swing.
Yeah,
It's
no
bound to
ability to
happen
roll out of this one
eventually.
here. Okay, interesting exchanges. That is a punish. It wall splash. That might be game.
Yeah, especially when you get the rage involved.
Hey, listen, let's give credit to GOAT commentator Lob. As soon as we got this stage, her first reaction, frame one, this might be a problematic stage for Toxic the way Sin's been playing, and he played out exactly like that. It was problematic for him because of the way Sin was playing. Had so much access to wall and the ability to wall carry pretty much from anywhere on the stage to anywhere else on the stage to get that game plan going. Abused it to full effect and was able to take the set.
100%. Honestly, my mind went right to Sid's probably really happy to see this. All things considered, I would be too in that position. Very well played on both sides, though. I always appreciate, like I said, it's in the name, toxic. You know, all of those troll moments, the waivus, and all of that. But Sin kept to his game plan and just was so good at optimizing his space.
Yeah, and
Finding those moments to counter hit, you know? And then obviously
we're heading into intermission. Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. When we've come back, we've got some great matchups still on the docket. Winner side, we still got Kibbs waiting to take on Serve Bot. On loser side, 5-4 versus Sin and Scrap versus Big Ant. So get prepared for those. Can't wait to come back momentarily with you guys and watch them. Don't go anywhere. More Tekken action right after this.
And we are back here. This is Tekken 8. No frames given, number 67. Lobrylla joined with Kevin. And that was our final break. We'll be going from here until the end of the tournament. We've already seen some really exciting here tonight. And it's only going to get better. We're going to have more Victor. We're going to have more bears with Lee thrown in.
Yeah, a lot of victors in this top 8 tonight.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting mix. I don't know, like, short Frenchmen usually don't spread their seed this far, but I don't know what 5-4's been up to. It just got 7 new Victor players just signed up in brackets, and they're all just popping off. What are you gonna do? We're gonna get Live Scrap's version of that in losers quarters first. And then most likely follow that up with a 5-4 and Sin. So we'll get to see some back-to-back Victor, which is pretty much how they all lab anyway. They all just meet up in a little circle. They back-to-back, and then the first one to step out of it's like a Mr. Beast game. First one to last one to stay in the circle wins all the money or whatever they do. Then they enter brackets after that, you know, after they know who the leader is.
I was about to say, I'm convinced now the new conspiracy is that 5-4 is a part of a secret cabal of Victor players. And it's just like, tonight's the night.
There's
Bring
no
them
other
all
way there'd
out.
be that many of them. Check his usage rate online. It's nowhere close to what we're seeing in tournament. And it's like, it's just, there's no way it makes sense, like, just systemically. I don't believe it. But we already kind of saw not too long ago, I'm pretty sure, Victor versus Brian, right? When Shogun tried to come out with the switch with the Virgil. So we have kind of like a feeling already of how that matchup is supposed to play out on both sides. So we don't even need to waste the time on that thematically. It's all going to be down to the adaptations here. The benefit on the side of Big Ann is that he just competed against the Victor. So it's going to be a little fresher in his mind. It's going to be the job of Livescraft to kind of take those mind games and readapt them to what he saw Big Ant doing in such a way where he's not going to have as much success with it as he did the set before. Let's see if it's able to play out for him in that way. Dreams into Subconscious, one of the most finicky stages in all of Tekken. I would argue relatively strong for Brian just because of his ability to immediately forward break off of his heat smash.
Yeah, we all love floor breaks. What are you talking about? There we go. Great counter hit there. Big Ant playing that great Brian.
Where's the Director Toma talking about in chat? I'm Asian. It's Madong, sir. I don't care how you spell it. All right, anyway, back to the action.
Call him out.
What does that have to do with your dog? I'm Asian. It's my dong, sir. Sure. I heard depending on the kind of Asian you are, there's 100 different ways to say it. That's what I hear. Depends what area and, you know.
Oh,
all right,
my God.
Nice little pedal kick from Ant there. And the Weibo mind games of Live Scrap. This isn't something that wasn't getting introduced by Shogun, but Live Scrap is obviously going to be a little more effective with it. I think more dedicated to the Victor. Not that the ranks mean anything skill set wise, but they are kind of like representative of who they're playing in online and who they're practicing with. And for Shogun, it was pretty evident that Victor wasn't like his main choice of character, whereas with Live Scrap, this is his God 6 run of the mill. I'm playing this on everybody characters, and the time on the character is probably way different.
Here's the thing, Light Scraps has been off and on joining our tournament basically since the beginning and has always played Victor. He is a specialist. He's really good at it. So it is a bit different than playing somebody secondary as well, for sure.
Yeah,
but
so far
Big Ant is making it look like it, though.
And now we're going to get guaranteed floor hazard on the next interaction to pop the floor. Let's see if Ant's going to decide to take it here. Didn't route in such a way where he could. But might not need to.
Good, nice little down jab and up. I like the weight on the heat smash. It still gets blocked, but just hoping to catch somebody's moving.
It's going to be a big opportunity here for Live Scrap. Is he going to take the floor extension? No, it's just going to keep the situation. Both of these competitors are very, very much prioritizing the advantage of the OP instead of the extension. They might not even matter now.
No, pretty sure. No, especially.
You gonna
now.
make him watch the movie? Yeah.
Yep. A tiny amount of health bar. Watch my movie.
Sit
Imagine
back,
Big Ant
relax,
just sitting back. You know.
get some popcorn. Because this is butter. All right, Ant
There we
first point
go.
on the board.
I love
She'll
how it
advance
took
him into
that.
loser semis.
Yes, it took that long to get the big floor break there.
Yeah, and I mean, again, we were looking for it the whole time, and if a couple of moves happened the way that the offenders were hoping for, we might have seen it earlier, but they had more than enough opportunities to fight for it, and they continued to prioritize the situation there, and the mix is more important than the extension.
No, they're both running similar ideas, and that's really fun to see. There we go, nice slow, getting a few more hits, and Lifestrip only has to win one more encounter, but Big Ant, that cannonball hit.
Gonna get the wall here.
The extension.
Yeah, that damage is way better than the extension would have gave him. And the side step from Lyscrap. He's gonna take the floor hazard just for the easy extension because he wasn't gonna get it against the wall. And go for the routing. He could have returned the favor and made him watch the movie, but Lyscrap's got somewhere to be, and he's hoping to stop 3.
Oh yeah, for sure. And one of those was where Big Ant all but had it, but Lyscrap come back here. There we go. Crumble.
He's gonna keep the wall here. Yeah, it's too valuable getting the IAD off of it.
Or maximizing damage, and I can definitely understand because anytime Big Ant takes control like right here, damn, what you're expecting.
Guys, remember that famous Lob quote? Everybody fears getting that dick against the wall. She
Yeah,
said
yep.
it.
I did, yeah, quote unquote.
She
I'm not
said,
even gonna
I'm just bringing up the memory. It did not come out of my brain.
Oh, that's wonderful moments, past tournament.
Let's talk about a wonderful moment. Beautiful clip here from Lyscrap. Very close to locking down this 3-0. No round Brown against Big Ant to reestablish some of that momentum. Gut check from Ant. And beautiful
great
patience
punish.
from Lyscrap. I can't believe he ducked that throw. What a man.
Big
Oh
Ant
my
also-
god, this could actually be such a problem. Instant floor break. Come here. Ooh, I'm crazy. I'm Brian. I'm Fury.
Okay, but Lyscrap is up.
The Wrath of Preymaker in that ending sequence there managed to find its home.
Was not gonna let no. He's like, no, Big Ant.
Get ready for the next
We're
battle.
tying
Listen,
this
fellas, somebody's gonna have to fight for this one, and Lyscrap with the home field advantage. This could be good and bad for Brian here, because as great as it is for him to have the wall situation, we all know how effective as it is. His routing is gonna be a lot less optimal if he does not have the space before he gets them there. But the situation might make up for it. But I mean, here he's got so much. Oh, that off axis ruined it.
No, everything was set up for him before the wall kind of got in the way, which is what you were basically just saying about this stage a minute ago, really.
The problem with these tiny stages, but this
yeah.
is Victor's home.
This is Victor's home, and we have seen it a lot tonight somehow, so.
You know what I'm saying? Victor will invite you on the boat, but if you try to scrap with him, you're not going to get off of it easy, and you're not going to say no because of the implication.
He invited you onto his boat.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys,
Yeah.
do you want to hang out on the boat, or do you want to win?
Oh, it is a really tough choice here, but I like how Big Ant just kind of continuing to back away, waiting for that moment. Lyscrap just not letting him have it. There we go. Even blocking the low was just shy of being able to punish Lyscrap. Couldn't get his footing.
All right, now all of the pressure on Big Ant. We were talking about this before, right? Had a lot of success against Victor moments ago. Well, Lyscrap introducing enough new tools to the game to make it problematic. And I mean, one more sequence after this wall extension could be all she wrote. Egregious chips. Oh my god, there's no way he has his own version of the Servbot shimmy. I just saw the Lyscrap shimmy.
Wow. Yeah, no. Oh, in a walk around. And the
Into
foot stomp.
I mean, just made it look quick. Hey, listen, the options were either hang out on the boat or get yourself involved in that prize pool, which is still got opportunities to be increased. If you guys are hanging in chat and you've yet to do so, head over to that match arena, claim one of the coupon codes on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can contribute a free 25 cents at no cost to you. We've got 38 codes remaining. And by the way, we can see you all in chat, so we know you're there, you know? So this whole paper, you're like, what's Kevin writing down? A list of everybody who didn't do it and a request for your address. So if you'd like to avoid that smoke, it's a couple of clicks on the mouse. I know you all have one.
This is why I made sure to claim mine before the stream started. I was like, that better not forget. I'll make Kevin's list. The one place you don't want to be.
Hey, listen, it's $23 in the pot right now, and that's about equivalent to how much you have to pay on the dark web to get that information. I'm just saying there's a reason I know that. Don't test me. Okay, test whether or not, or to be fair, if any of you work in IT, we are having a problem with people are going over to the Matcherino page and trying to click the coupon code, and we're not sure if it's working. So if like 3 of you could go test it and make sure that the button's functional, when we see it, we'll let you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're just helping us out.
Yeah, it's just more of a technique. You get a shout out, you know.
Oh, we get to see Sen again versus 5-4.
Taking this Frenchman and we're bringing him into the city.
I like the gold and black suit look on one side and then the purple jester. I mean, I'm feeling it's some sort of metaphor for life happening right now.
Oh, 100%. It's if you hang out in the city, there's 2 types of fellas.
Right
if you've ever gone to some of the offlines and you've been on the train, you know there's 2 types of dudes you're trying to avoid on your way there. Beautiful contestant final. Again, it just as a small reminder, guy loses quarterfinals. Somebody's going home from this one. Right now, it's clearly evident that 5-4 does not want to be that guy for the first round. Lickety split. What is going on with the victors tonight? You think he's going to be a bigger fan of New York Glizzies if they slide in between a baguette?
Yes. But that's after the match, all right? They have plans. Okay, right now, 5-4 planning to keep Sin against the wall here. Completely the opposite of what we were seeing earlier. There we go, not breaking the throw. What is Sin going to do? Other than get shot
with the blicky? We must be in Manhattan.
Yeah, we have entered Manhattan. Perfect.
Ooh, beautiful contest from Sin there. Going for that lead counter hit, and that was the perfect amount of space to catch it. That's the dream.
There we go. I mean,
I'm not gonna hold you no more. Vic Trio is actually so banger. Hey, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna pretend you never said that. Sorry. Guys, we have 3 victors in top 8. It's like we've got a Vic Trio.
Wow, you're so
God,
smart, Kevin.
Thank you. Between that and the hot dog and baguette things, man, I mean, who can stop me?
Absolutely unstoppable. And go. Nice. And getting the first hit. Nice slide in. Okay. Yep, 5-4 is on the advance. And just watching all that wall carry, you know? Really take him across the ring, but here we go. Okay. Sin's looking alive.
Oh, that whiff. He could have died for that. Had 5-4 been a little bit ready for it, but he finds the connection anyway. First point on the board. 5-4 trying to survive and lose his quarterfinals versus Sin.
Go.
Let's see how it continues.
Early
to
lead.
advance. Also, no, you can, and I bet you are.
And okay. Sin getting first little hit. Like the down forward one. And he's busting out the forever hits, not in front of the wall. It's
Well,
usual
to be
Lee
honest, Lob, that's
shenanigans.
been
Yeah.
kind of like some of the problem with this matchup. We haven't really seen Sin get a super amount of that momentum going. He hasn't been able to set up that wall scenario the way that he has in the past couple of games. 5-4's been using great movement to avoid it. It's one of those things that I like to point out too with higher level players that 5-4 can take great advantage of. He knows that's a problematic situation. If you watch his movement, he will always be centering himself with his back to the middle of the stage to try to avoid getting pushed to the wall as much as he can. It's been a big part of the reason that he hasn't ended up in that situation to begin with.
Oh no, great
Beautiful.
positioning for sure. Sadly, ate the down forward two. You just throw them out there. You catch people. With the Hitman 3? Oh my gosh. I'll see that near enough. And another down forward one to end it off. Sin's reversing this pretty fast. Yeah. Great wall rising launch.
Oh, 5-4 pressing into it.
The miss trap.
Yeah,
Much
I mean,
easier
listen.
to do.
Yeah, less impressive in heat. Still smart, but
Yes.
I've known a couple of elite players that early in the game didn't know it was guaranteed in heat, and they were just like, yeah, I don't know, every time I'm in heat, I feel like I get into like this flow state. I can just hit it every time. I was like, yeah, I bet you do.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, I saw it happen, and then my eyes like scaled up to see if he was in heat. Saw he was. I'm like, all right.
Oh, 5-4 down, but not. Listen, this is one of those scary situations. We've seen Sin take great advantage of this, but sometimes just a little small bit of a comeback when you should have died and you don't is enough to frustrate your opponent into throwing the rest of the set. If 5-4 can take advantage of that mental fatigue that he might have just imparted on Sin right now.
Definitely like not letting Sin get. Oh,
Beautiful counter hit.
we have really good response to Sin's high there.
Yeah, I wish I had better pattern recognition to tell if that's like a sequence that 5-4 found an answer for, or if he was just letting it rip. Could have been either or depending.
Yep, there we go. Using his heat advantage, get another miss trap.
Oh, he ducks under it. Finds it. 5-4 will not go into the ground. Mind you, too, if he loses this round, still survives for another set. But if he takes this, oh my goodness. Guys, are we going to see the loser semifinals of Victor versus Victor? It's
Sin
looking a little
isn't
closer
able
to it.
So you gotta be able to do something now, otherwise we will. And there we go. Sin has positioned himself on the other side of the wall, basically, sort of following along the line. 5-4 got the interrupt.
Beautiful duck. And with the perfect adjustment, because I was worried about that, I held my breath because I didn't want to jinx it. Needed the side step, otherwise he might have gone off axis and given Sin another opportunity. But recognized the positioning, made the adjustment, was able to close out. 5-4 going to be sitting in loser semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Victor versus Victor. It's like a Vic duo.
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining us, Sin. I love to watch Lee. He's very fun.
Yeah, for reasons layered more deep than she's going to imply right now, but also the gameplay was pretty cool. Thanks for playing, Sin. We're really glad to have you. Man, what wonderful sets on both sides. 5-4 versus Live Scrap gonna be in loser semi side. I'm very curious because what the hell is gonna happen in this set? Actually, like you can't even really make a gamble on it here. It's coin flippy in almost every exchange. Like there's a couple of things that we know just fundamentally from the setup. They're both Victor specialists, so they're both going to be very aware of what he can do on offense and what he can't do. I'm going to imagine that not only are they going to be ready defensively because they're so familiar with their own animations, but they're also going to be more knowledgeable about specific minor exchanges that even you and I might not be as aware of. There are things in the Yoshi matchup that like I'm aware of, specifically in a Yoshi mirror, that if you don't play him, you might not even know you have access to, like OSs that are specific in that mirror. Almost everyone in the game has something unique to it like that. So what I'm most excited for is getting to watch those minute interactions and seeing if we can even identify how layered the mind games are getting between the two of them.
And I know they've played each other a few times in the past, so that's what's always exciting to me is to watch how their gameplay has changed over time. Like I have that benefit of having done this tournament for a long time and seeing both players. No, that'll be very exciting. We are going to have Kibbs and King Servbot though in winners final, but Akunimitsu versus the Bear, probably Panda. So
Probably
we'll
Panda.
see. Probably it's been Panda tonight, but we always leave the door open for Kuma, much to Panda's chagrin, right?
And for good reason, because look what happens. Dude, Lobs has been like 3 for 3 on. Oh my God, is Iron Fisto.
Iron Fist, yes. I don't know if Kunimitsu's gonna have it in her to beat up Iron Fist.
We'll see. Wall set up from Scam Likely again. And you know, Kibbs has been so on the money with that power crush. In Kuni's first inception, I thought it was weaker than it turned out to be. It was very finicky. It was kind of weird to deal with the more comfortable I got with her, the more I watched some other players like play her. Very, very good effective power crush. Also the fact that it disjoints in its own way a little bit, so she doesn't have to fully engage with everything that she pops it.
There we go. Great use of the floor hazard.
Oh, we got another Yoshi main in chat. Don't say that to me, Vix. Don't say that.
It's like Kevin's gonna be very excited. Yeah,
Shogun, Yoshi main? We're gonna have a conversation.
Nice.
Do you know about the mirror tech I'm talking about, Shogun, with the tech roll into Indian stance so that they can't samurai cutter you on wall? Oh my God, Mr. Leapfrog also. What's going on, King?
Oh, hello.
Extraordinaire.
He's good. Yeah, we're here to watch King Servbot go out in third. I'm just kidding. I mean, Kibbs definitely made a great showing right there, but
Fire pressure from Kibbs. And listen, if you guys listen to any woman who was on the internet during COVID, you know how scary it is to turn your back to a bear?
Bear's the obvious choice.
Scarier than turning it on a man.
That hell sweep looks dangerous, but you know Kazuya can do it too. So
they changed things this season. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure it still works. If they, we'll talk about it later. I'll spend too much time on it. Don't get me started.
You'd be like, wow, there's a match happening. 15 minutes.
Oh, like, dude, you want to get in practice mode right now? I'm free.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful block.
Round 4. Fight.
Kibbs in search of a punish and got it.
Nice patience from Servbot. Lively overextends there with the pressure back. Overextends in quotations, right? Just try to like reassert a turn.
I'll allow. Okay. Little down forward one.
Nice into the pressure, keeping it simple. Oh my God, not in the explodey zone.
Keeping it simple, getting a perfect in the explodey zone.
All right,
Yay.
first point on the board. Let's see how Servbot adapts here. Didn't get to see too much of the Servbot gameplay in this first game.
Kibbs definitely was shutting down. Lucid right here, kids keeping on the pressure.
Yeah, just keeping it so airtight, which is part of the reason that the Bears can have problems. That it's really problematic for the Bears to force them into situations where they can't go for their longer startup moves, because a lot of their smaller jabs or whatnot lead into situations that are more punishable for them in a way that it's not for other characters. So if you force them to resort to that and suffocate them in such a way where it's all they have access to, it's a lot harder for them to get things going.
No, you could definitely see that as well. And this really plays into Kibbs' play style anyway. Okay.
Explodey zone, the technical term, that's between you and your partner. your lab partner, I mean. Yes, between you and your trading partner. You know how you come up with your own terms for things, you know? I mean, yeah, we mentioned it before, but to Leapfrog credit, not only the frame trap, but Lakuni has such an ability to set up frames in her advantage if you're knowledgeable on how to do so, to the point that she can turn very, very small, minor frame trades into full combo launchers. And again, if you're limiting somebody to something as small as a jab, like if Servot's only willing to jab and Gibbs is willing to do something like back one, back one plus 2 on him, that's now CD2 hit confirm with the launcher.
Well, I mean, and round start right there. But that's part of the game plan. You know, you gotta make them afraid to approach. Gibbs is definitely done such a good job of shutting down approachable, you know, interactions. That there we go. But then we're up to face even. All right, there we go. Nice, and we did the
Is that the technical term?
I'm just
does it again? Oh my God! Linked it to the Exploding Zone number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the deja vu.
Are we going for it again? Oh my gosh, please. Oh, look at him pushing the character towards the floor explosion. King Servot, you madman.
It's on the path to victory and does not want to stray from it. Oh, Kib's not able to take advantage of the sidestep. Oh my God, we're going to get a third one, ladies and gentlemen. For the people.
Just pushing her around the ring. Oh my gosh, this is the best.
Have you ever gotten triple exploded on one afternoon? Yeah, one shot, one opportunity.
Okay. Go. Gibbs is getting through more often than King Servot, but yeah, you're in Huntsman's dance, not anymore.
Well, the mix. Nice piece from Servot. Was not going to get the opportunity to fully showcase it there. Kibbs up 2 on the board. Whispering to him, never explode on me like that again.
You pushed me across the ring into every single floor explosion. See what happens.
Yeah,
that
but
was
it's
great. This
tough
is
change
first
of environment, probably desperately needed. They're getting a little too finicky. King Servot is absolutely insane.
I think they're enjoying the Pac-Man stage too much.
Yeah.
If we're
Who
being
needs
real.
enemies? You know what I'm saying, Servot? When you've got friends like this. He complains about third place all the time, and here you are to make sure that this week's different.
Mr. Leapfrog, I better make sure everybody knows what King Servot complains about. Yeah.
Hey guys, just so you know, he doesn't like this.
Certainly don't bring it up over and over again.
I don't like King Servot feels almost more offensive than like Perfect Legend with the 13-0 that they do. Like I feel like King Servot is worse because those are your boys. At least Perfect Legend's hearing that from like strangers on the internet, but these are your homies. Like, don't worry, Leapfrog. I'm sure he'll remember it.
I mean,
how would
Kevin,
you even do it back, Mr. Lurd Frog? How would you do it?
Okay, we're making the panda swap. That's what I was wondering.
Time to start breakdancing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, look, the director Toma didn't like the regular mask, so now it's a COVID mask.
Just making sure, you know.
You know what I'm saying? That last set was so disgusting it made me sick.
Yeah, you better put my mask on. I was gonna say we're up to the no wall zone. Unless they
He lies to everyone about me being bald. I feel like I'm hearing like marital issues that I'm not supposed to have the N on.
This is getting really personal, everybody.
Wait, why don't you let these fellas duke it out on Yaku Shimi for a minute, and then we'll talk about, you know. Also, again, this is going to be a little bit problematic for Servot because he's not going to get to really push that wall game plan that he takes great advantage of.
He also can't respond to his friends talking about him in chat, so, you know, that's not distracting at all.
Yeah, I hope for everything that his stream is off and his chat is down right now.
Nice block there. The
yeah, get some more of the poke game, the slide over extension.
Yep, Hibbs punishes those.
Beautiful again. Oh, baited him with the throw. Caught him with the strike.
Yes.
Is this supposed to be like some weird version of Katana because of the fan? Like it was.
You know,
and the mask is like an MK mask.
thinking so. I didn't put that together until now. That's fun. Somebody's going for best costume of the night. That's all I'm saying. Oh man, Kibbs might just shut this down. Okay. Gonna punish.
Nice bait on the power crush.
Yeah, loving the patience. Sir King is really just holding their ground right now.
Yeah, I mean, look what's happened the past couple of exchanges when he's tried not doing that, so he's got to be cautious here. He's also on tournament life now for winner's side.
Very true.
Oh, that could have been death. That could have been death.
Yeah, no, whiffing bad news.
Okay, we get to live. Just hop on it, brother.
Final round.
It's a winning strategy. That time.
Contextually. Nice with
Don't
the hell
quote me.
sweep. Check in those shins. Nice mid check from Kip. Not gonna get much off of it though. And this is what we talk about again. Like Surbot very brazen, but we've said many times is willing to slow it down when the time is needed. And it's clearly needed now. Heat extension. Got the situation. Kibbs was looking for a full extension off of that wall rising 4, couldn't find it. Surbot's gonna want to use his heat before it runs out. Gets the forehead check on Kibbs, gets a point on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Don't call it a comeback just yet.
It's the start of a potential comeback. Panda might have been a really good swap here, and we're gonna stay. We like large stages.
Fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the side of Kibbs, this is kind of the environment you want.
Oh, well, you don't want bare booty against the wall. There's a lot of stuff that, you know,
It depends
getting
on who you
caught.
ask, but
I assume.
if
Right,
you're
I
more
didn't
concerned about the
ask him.
placements, yeah.
Nice hop kick. Just start just throwing those out. But how many interactions should we have? King Surbot's health is so low. My gosh.
Well, that life deficit has been minimized, and it's now a life lead, but Kibbs does have the Rage Art.
True.
Cash out on immediately if you want to. Yep. Oh,
Nice.
here comes the katanas.
I
Gotcha,
like
brother.
it. I mean, I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it very much.
It's a very cool Rage Art.
Yeah, Yoshi's is better, I think, still, but that's pretty good. Nice interrupt there. Again, King Surbot interrupting Kibbs' approach, but that's gonna be a full combo. Looking at that damage.
Beautiful sidestep, and Kibbs really trying to minimize the amount of exchanges that they have to engage in with King Surbot. Has fought for enough of this scoreboard lead and wants to lock it down before it gets too finicky. Again, not only are you fighting to stay on winner's side and have that advantage for grand finals, but you're also minimizing the amount of extra matches you have to play and opportunities there are to get eliminated after this.
Oh, no, for sure, but also you really, what happened last time, right? We were in the same position. King Surbot basically managed to come back. Kibbs is going to shut that down. I'm
Yeah, so
guessing
the mix
from
here,
the
it's-
tiny
it's-
life bar.
A poke for game, try to finesse it with the power crush. Surbot, how long can he make this last? Only for so long. Kibbs gonna be moving forward 3-1 over Surbot. Nani? So Kibbs moving forward will be sitting on winner side of grand finals. Surbot gonna get pushed down, and we'll have a fun matchup ahead of him because regardless of the result, he will be fighting a Frenchman. Lie Scrap taking on 5-4. There's only room for one of these competitors to advance. This is losers semifinals, and this week, number 67, no frames given. While we wait for them to set up, we're gonna ask you guys another time, if you've yet to do so, please feel free to head over to the match arena. We've got 38 coupon codes remaining. 38 more opportunities for you to cement your name in internet history before the robots take over us all. One of the few things you'll have less is your internet life. You can expand it a little bit by sticking your social on our match arena. You can say you were here.
Definitely looking forward to the robot overtaking. Now that you mention it. No, but in all seriousness, there are a lot of options there. It's the easiest couple of clicks you can do, which is a nice thing for other people. So, you know, Mr. Leapfrog, you keep screaming it into the void, and
yeah, I was gonna say, the more you deny it while no one's been accusing, the more concerned I get that the stress, that in the least, the stress of trying to disprove it is going to cause it. It's one of those point, you can't avoid your destiny things, man. Like, I feel like it's that movie where they get the piece of paper, like, here's how you're gonna die, and they're like, I'm never gonna be around that thing, and that leads them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna reroute yourself right back to it. So just
this
relax.
Is yeah, basically a Greek tragedy, because you're every time the harder you try to run away from something, you just run right smack dab into it every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Don't make yourself that guy. I've met too many, you know? And you're as if competitive Tekken wasn't stressful enough, you know? And it's not even your fight to fight. It's Servbot trying to fight to get out of third, and you're putting all the stress on you. I don't know, man.
We're here rooting for our friends. Well, I mean, I'm a neutral space, but, you know, I imagine
listen,
maybe.
The other well-known Paul main that I can think of is Roman Jelly, and you saw what happened to him. So, if you want to chill it out for a little bit, you know, look at your brethren and be careful. All right, Victor versus Victor. Thankfully, from 5-4, he's giving us a good opportunity to make sure we can identify which one he is. This match is way too French. You know what I'm saying, Indie Smack? Like, can you smell it through the screen?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Let's talk about two French sweats, you know? Jokes aside, Live Scrap and 5-4 have both had very, very interesting paths to get here. 5-4 on his pools run. He got a DQ versus Patty that extended him forward. Then won the set 2-1 over Big Ant. That got him into the top 8, where he lost to Servbot, got shoved into loser side, took his set over Sin, made it here to fight Live Scrap. On Live Scrap side, won 2-0 over Nathan 1-2 Punch, then 2-0 over Shogun. Had an unfortunate run in with Kips, who knocked him into loser side. Took his victory over Big Ant, and is now here to fight 5-4.
Yeah, and I'm sure Live Scrap's definitely wanting to see Kips in the finals, but there we go. I was worried he was gonna miss his opportunity to get a combo here. 5-4. So you get it at one of the last possible frames to me. There we go. Nice. Might be
Max returns to sender here.
It's gonna be close. Okay, definitely once you start adding in rage arts.
You're gonna boop him here. Looking at that man in the mirror.
Sending them out. Tying it up 1-1.
Beautiful mid check from Live Scrap. And again, we were mentioning before, here's two Victor specialists that have been playing him since launch that are aware of every animation he has, so it's all down to how well can they trick each other. It's all going to come down to timing and unpredictability.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about the number of times they played against each other right there. Looks like Lyscript just kind of mixed 5-4 up, did not give him the chance to find
You know
a
what I'm
way
saying, Gnome? And maybe a little bit of fragrance. Maybe a bar of soap.
I'm gonna let Duke from off. That's afterwards. Alright. God, I could go for she's on right now. Anyway, match. I like the walk around, getting the. I was gonna say the juggle, and then Live Scrap like into that really fast. Yeah.
Lob's fantasizing about this cheese omelet. Let's talk about scrambling some eggs, bro. Look at this mix. fully in on him. Live Scrap gonna get that first point on the board. One more could advance him. 5-4 needs to shut it down. Had all the momentum in round one. Did a good job of keeping his foot in the race, but wasn't able to clutch out for the end of the first game. If he wants to top 3 and earn a chance to get another opportunity to get into the payment pool tonight, he's gonna need this one here. Gets the low, no counter hit. Man, both of these outfits look so egregious to be in this heat. It's just nobody looks comfortable.
Yeah, it didn't look like they planned very well. Oh, nice.
Live Scrap with his patented guaranteed series of back shots. Flips him again.
Yeah, really good at them. There we go. That's there was that final hit. Knew it was coming. Live Scrap coming up to an early lead here. Nice.
Into the heat engagement. If he could lock this round down, it puts so much pressure on 5-4. Again, we saw 5-4 and Sturbot in previous matches come back from losing sequences like that. Lit a fire under them, so we'll see if that happens here in this set. But right now, oh my God, hold on. We'll just
I'm
be
holding.
the beginning of it.
Meerkats are running.
Oh my God, he poked up out of expulsion?
Right out of the air. I've done it with Eddie. It's always really, it feels great when you can do it. But man, like that comes down to character knowledge. It's the mirror match. Live Scrap knows that you can get poked out of expulsion because it's probably happened to him.
Okay, 5-4 getting a little bit of something going here. Yo, Mr. Leapfrog, they pay you to do this? They pay you to come and challenge.
Shh, don't tell them.
I mean, listen, if this is the morale you guys got over there, no wonder it's taking you so long to break out into esports, bro. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist the bar. I couldn't.
It was right there. I
Could
just
have led it to wall shenanigans, but never mind. We're gonna pop the low.
and Live Scrap just gonna eat the low. Wait for it. Damn. Next thing you know, you're fully comboed halfway across the ring.
Catching him with the mid, and this is going to be problematic.
Yeah, that mid is really good. I've seen it catch multiple times.
Well, that was all she wrote. Live Scrap gut checking for the victory. 2 points on the board. I mean, it's about as fire of a sequence as you can hope for on his end.
There is time to turn it all around. This is
How
actually
likely?
pretty.
In the words of King Surfbot, is the scam likely?
Well, I mean, it is King Surfbot, so potential.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to pull a gun out on a fella, there's a 50% chance you're trying to rob him.
In the middle of a tournament, no less.
Beautiful power crush again. Is this all he needs? Oh, never mind. Pulled out the Glock, but it was duck or clock.
Eventually you learn
Ooh,
to
the
stop
pancake
ducking.
flip. Oh, if he would have got conversion off of that. I don't know if he was looking for a Wild Rising 4 off the trade when he got his down for it. I feel like there was something he was trying to convert with, but found the round anyway. Went for the parry. Luckily, it's one of the base benefits of Victor's parry. While it's not the greatest thing in the world, and as far as how it works, it does recover relatively quick in comparison to some other parries. So you will see a lot of sequences where they go for it and kind of just get away with it.
No, it makes sense. There's a lot of moves where I'm thinking of Lee's slide in particular. Maybe not as good as other characters, but it goes really far across the screen. Yeah, they sort of like to, oh, well, you know, we'll give something to it. So speed makes total sense here. Interesting to see how they both use. There you go, nice trade. Got the counter hit.
Beautiful setup here.
Mm-hmm. Extend it. Life Scrap putting the brakes on. Turning it around. Activator heat.
Finds the vibe check there.
That forward momentum. He had it. 5-4 fighting to keep Life Scrap from getting that 3-0 here. Again, failed the mid check. Finding the wall. Oh, but Life Scrap whiffed. 5-4 able to get a few hits in there, but the thing, man, when you catch Life Scrap, he makes sure that it isn't really as costly of a mistake. Always gets turned around so fast.
One last ditch effort here for 5-4 to cement himself into the top 3. Needs this round, and it's starting off a little rough for him. Unfortunate trade. That's going to be 3 pickup for Life Scrap.
Definitely early lead here. A little under half. We are in rage zone. Will 5-4 even get a chance to use it?
Oh my god, man.
That
It
just never ended.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Never mind. Will it would no. The answer is no. He's not going to get a chance to go anywhere near that rage. Life Scrap going to be facing King Surfbot with Kibbs waiting to see who is going to be facing them. Very well played, 5-4 for sure. I know that. To me, a mirror match is always difficult, as I said, because you can get away with less often.
All right, let's see how these two adjust to each other. Life Scrap and King Surfbot is going to be such an interesting set to bear witness to. We've been notified from Mr. Leapfrog a plethora of times in today's stream alone that the goal is to avoid 3rd place. Has he imbued enough of his spirit energy to basically guarantee that fate for King Surfbot, or will today be the day where he breaks the curse and gets into the top 2 payouts? And if you guys would like to help contribute to that payout and make it potentially a top 3 match, Reno is still available. 38 codes still up for grabs. Feel free to head on over there, click that, and toss a couple of free quarters. It's like rounding up your money at McDonald's, except it's actually just free. Would you like to make it $1 instead of 75 cents? Yeah. Boop. Done.
You don't even have to pay the $1. So yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I've seen you guys spend a lot more money on a lot freakier things. 25 cents for free to help your homeboys out. No one could ever pick on you for that.
They can spend the money on something freaky,
They can, but that's what I'm saying. They could take the money that they want to spend on something freaky and they can hold on to it because contributing is free. It costs them nothing. Listen, that pillow you're looking at, that figurine that you saw, that you were like, I think this is small enough to fit in a jar, whatever, you can still buy it. But will we buy King Surfbot's fate, that this is his night to not be cemented and locked into 3rd place again? Can he take it over Life Scrap, get his comeback chance at Kibbs, and potentially push through? Or is this Life Scrap's opportunity to give the unfortunate send-off to King Surfbot tonight as we progress? There's only spot for 2 in grand finals. If you get past here, you're already going to be on loser's advantage, so it's tough enough as is. But the glory and the honor of getting to attempt in the 1st place sometimes is half the battle. Focus on it when you get there. Right now, you've got a different opponent in front of you, whether it be the Bear, whether it be the Frenchman. Also, both of these competitors very brazen with their interruption, so they will call out pressure. We already know to expect a lot of sidewalking movement from Life Scrap, especially at distance, and that was an Achilles heel for Surfbot in the later games against Kibbs, where Kibbs was essentially establishing the life lead, baiting Surfbot to try to use like the Surfbot shimmy into the tackle to overextend, and then sidewalking him on his attempts to do that. We know Life Scrap is looking for similar situations. Will he fall victim
Round 1
to the same tactic here? Or is the adaptation already cooked up? And we're starting with the Panda.
Well, we're starting with the panda. We're starting with another Mortal Kombat cosplay, you know. Nice Raiden. We'll see if that works out. But Ice Scrap's gonna make sure it does. Here we go.
Strong start so far. Sandwiching Servbot between that stone and that Frenchman. Nice
Kind of
patience. Clips him again.
Yeah, about to say a definite overextending with the Huntsman stance there.
What's the thing? It's so beneficial, and it's essentially free neutral skip, right? Like he doesn't even need you to get hit by it. Ideally, I don't even know if you want to. Getting it on block is more of the mix he's looking for, but it's a rougher and rougher match the longer it goes without Servbot being able to find his home with it.
Yeah, and eventually they're going to be able to respond back and see what I mean by I think there's just all the teleporting and everything, just so much happening on the screen. If you're not prepared for it, it's almost distracting.
Ooh, Servbot with a beautiful exchange there.
Round 3.
Returning the favor, showcasing, hey, I've got some of this mix too. Of course, it's always going to look better for you if you could duck the gun from Victor, but at that distance, it's not always evident it's coming, and Livescraft has been very, very partial with when he feels like using that, when he does not.
You gotta keep him guessing. If you do it too much, you're not gonna get any damage at all because they'll just respond to it all the time. But yeah, with a beautiful counter hit from King Servbot, and we're gonna go ahead and break the wall. Still with our heat activation.
Into the mind games. What are you holding?
Another hop, you say?
Yeah, and I think one of the things with Servbot too that he doesn't necessarily get credit for because it's kind of a byproduct of the Bears, but if you notice the way he plays, he does game plan around it. One of the benefits of the Bears amongst their weaknesses is their access to chip damage, and Servbot is very, very acutely aware of stockpiling the gray health on his opponents. It's part of the reason that whenever he grips them for the second hit, they're usually very, very in the dark immediately because he's been burning their health on block the entire round anyway. A lot of those sequences paid off. That's why he went for that heat exchange a couple of seconds ago. Doesn't necessarily need it right now, but if you're curious about where Servbot is finding his success in some of those moments, pay attention to that moving forward.
Oh, absolutely good to know. There, another little wall break here. Going for lows. We're going for lows.
Yeah, and I don't know if Servbot was again looking for that wake up shenanigans. You know, he's had great access to it earlier today. Might be a little more hesitant with it now, but right as I'm talking about it, let's whip out a hot kick. Why not?
Felt like it was time. Hot kick time. Here we go. Moving all the way to the wall. Got the bear booty. You know, getting damage. And ooh, great sidewalk from Livescrap. Catching King Servbot in the middle of his steamroll and punishing him for it.
Beautiful exchange there, Servbot. We kept talking about, well, what happens if he can't find his home for the tackle? Well, what happens if he can?
That's what we're seeing. That's what I mean. It's, as I was saying, it's a risk. You can overextend, but when it works really well, so it's worth that risk. That risk reward we've been talking about all night, Kevin.
Yeah, listen, it shows itself in the craziest ways. Alright, the splat here. Small exchanges here. Somebody's trying to find their home. Servbot the first one to get the more major launch out of those exchanges. Expect a heat extension, maybe? Yes. And the wall set up.
And just about hit over that 100 too.
And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the amount of gray health on Livescrap right now.
Yeah, so then when you get like the face the face grab, it makes your gray health go away. It's even more like disappointing because you got so much for the chip damage and other things.
Yeah, and a lot of characters have good access to that, but I think their throws are a little more evident with it, like Nina, Shaheen, where they get the big effect on it. So people are more acutely aware of the fact that they're trying to do that. For the Bears, still very effective. And Servbot using it to great effect here. It's 1 round away from point 2 on the board. This would be the biggest momentum lead he could get right now.
There we go, but Light Scrap very patient, waiting until they could get their counter hit. Okay. Things are really well on Wake Up. Until the side step. Side step launch. There we go in Light Scrap. I didn't know that would make him like pop or.
Don't quote her on that. It's hard. So you notice in an exchange like that too. Startbot laying on the floor with a bit of hesitancy. He's trying to ascertain like what kind of pressure Light Scrap's willing to go for when he knows that Startbot might wake up with something. And not be so obvious with his attempts. Beautiful off the hell sweep there. I like the implementation of the sidestep movement a lot more to try to open up some space for Light Scrap to just whip on him. Beautiful contest. Here's a bear. We can kill off of this, no?
Probably, yeah. There we go.
Surfbot finding a home for the nonsense. 2 points on the board over Light Scrap. One more opportunity for Scrap to bring this back. It's tonight, and now we're running it back straight on the stage.
Round 1.
No need to change. This is a pretty good stage too. Just enough hazards, I believe. Nice size as well. But anyway, you know, Light Scrap's got to turn this around. I've got to find a way around what King Surfbot's doing. Because we've seen this before, you know, Light Scrap will get like the big combo right at the start, and then things like that starts. But there we go, that was a great float.
Yeah, beautiful reaction for the float there. Just leading into a nonsense sequence. Surfbot tries to find a home for the punish. Either the wrong one or a little too slow on the button. The side swipe there again, finds the tackle.
I'm trying to catch him moving too, but Light Scrap's doing a really good job. I mean, he's eating damage, obviously, but nothing major there. Great, got the throw. A great moment of the top heat. Just interrupt Light Scrap.
Beautiful check. Yeah, just going with the jabs because he wasn't sure how that off axis was going to play out. Either that or he went for something else, but I don't hate the idea of just jab poking him because it's a little finicky. Can we hold the mix? A random rage art. He still has enough guts to maybe like get through something. Oh, I would have went for the Dominican mind game too.
Thought he was gonna catch him moving, but no, Light Scrap.
I like to play Paul, do like whip up back 1+4 into shoulder and then just mash rage art because it was All right, Surfbot's still up, but a little down right now. Great opportunity to keep this going, though. Guaranteed booty.
Definitely.
Call that the my wife on my birthday. That's a guarantee, but. you know that bar chat where you guys haven't heard from me in months? That's why. Where's Kevin been on the MTS streams? Away, and for reasons.
He'll come back eventually. There we go. We now changing stages. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not rocking it out. Yeah.
No, never mind.
Taking a second. This has been I don't think the environment has been problematic for either of them, and I think holding it out to the adaptations here is good. I also don't know. Because remember, if you're stage switching, you're essentially doing it on random shuffle, right? Would you even want a chance bringing Panda to a stage that's smaller than this? This is relatively fine, you know? And if Surfbot was to do it, would you want a chance ending up on Yakushima again when you have access to walls right
No.
now?
This is a pretty optimal stage, so that makes total sense. Okay. Liking the King Surfbot keeping the pressure up until he can get in with the throw.
What an interesting trade that's going to be beneficial for Live Scrap.
He's gonna get a lot of damage off of that. Get a nice slow. Catching King Servbot, laying down, got it. Now we gotta stop the Huntsman. How are we gonna do it? Not like that. Let's say King Servbot's got such a great stagger to his offensive pressure as well.
Round 3.
Stagger is swagger, he likes to call it. Lift hop kick, minute opportunity. Never mind, let it rip again. That's that blatant disregard that we kept referring to.
I mean,
So
it
don't
did
worry,
work.
we'll get there eventually. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, I am a big proponent of the same playstyle. I am not I'm not talking detrimentally about it.
Oh yeah, no, there's somebody in Long Island I used to play all the time. Same thing. It really does work. I mean,
speaking of Frenchmen,
so
does anybody remember playing Queen? It's like, but if you have the grand opportunity to do that, that was the king of like, I'm just gonna do it.
Man, I miss Queen.
I think we all do.
I'm talking about Z, yeah. Yeah, Z's the one who would just bust out with the same move over and over. Make me stop. You know, and that's what I always think. You gotta make them stop doing it.
Yeah.
No more troll.
That's more than fair. Oh, this is going to be pretty guaranteed for Live Scrap here. I believe this conversion should be more than enough. Yep. Tied up 2-2 on the board. What adaptations are we going to see from King Servbot here? Because it's getting a little treacherous.
Yeah, there might be tears if it goes out in third, so. Nice. Getting those down jabs.
All right, great start. This is what we need. We're going to get access to wall here. Okay, we have to spend the heat for the extension to get to the wall. And now if life is going to pay us back kindly here, everything will work out from here on out.
Big hit, though.
The double low.
Round 2.
It's hard because in a situation like this, you're so stressed, but every round you just get a small sigh of relief. You're like, all right, I need 3. I got 1 off the board. I'm up. It's looking pretty advantageous. Unfortunate side swap for them, but you know what? This launcher is going to more than make up for it. Need extension again, trying to get the most out of it as he can. Definite strategy. I mean, Bear's game plan in general, but also strategy against Live Scrap. Servbot is just trying to make sure it hurts as much as it can. Every single interaction he gets to minimize the amount of opportunities Live Scrap has to get comebacks from it.
So what do you mean? He just gave him a hug. All right. Nice.
Oh, that's a punish. That's a full combo punish.
Yeah, committed to all 3 hits.
It's actually insane to me in the beginning of Tekken 8 how many people didn't know that was launch punish on the Bears that were just holding that.
It seems more dangerous than it is, but yeah, at a certain point you're like, oh wait.
Oh, once you get comfortable in the matchup, if you see 1-1-1, you're like, oh, thank God.
Okay, Life Scrap's able to get up.
Oh, this should be it?
Throw.
Oh, no, close enough too, close enough too. There's no way.
Got the low parry. The life-saving low parry.
Servbot's job here is to maintain composure. Just go, okay, listen, it happened, whatever.
And he did get the hop kick, so it's a good start.
We gotta be real careful. Life Scrap has had more than enough opportunities to die and has just gotten up and started tweaking on Servbot. It's hard to count him out at any point, but this is basically guess for game. And Servbot finds a home for the mix, breaks the 3rd place curse, and will be moving forward back into Grand Finals loser side for the run back against Kibbs.
Curse broken. There we go. See, King Servbot, you're gonna get your battle against Kibbs. See if you can get that reset. Maybe even take a game. You got past 3rd. And as always, Life Scrap, of course, you know, Love to watch your gameplay. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here and showing off. It's always a great time.
All right, let's see how this next set progresses. It's our potential last one of the night. Worst case, second to last of the night. Kib's going to be sitting on winner's side in finals. Was able to take that victory 3-1 over King Servbot. And had a pretty fun run to get here as well with a 2-0 win over Toxic Gas, who we saw the amount of pain Toxic Gas was putting on anybody with that King tonight. So that was not an easy set to get through. Managed to use that set to qualify into top 8, where they took the victory over Live Scrap, who wanted to run back. Servbot denied it. The last match was kind of two competitors who had lost to nobody but Kibs. After that, then as aforementioned, eliminated King Surfbot to hold down this spot in Grand Finals winner side. Now has the net advantages of still having 2 tournament lives. You've got to eliminate Kibs twice if you're Surfbot. If you're Kibs, you just need to run essentially the same set you did a couple of moments ago, one more time, tie it up in a bow, and ship it. Both competitors have qualified for the top 2 payout tonight. There's still going to be some opportunities before stream ends to add to that prize pool through our match arena. 38 codes still remaining, $23 in there right now. A lot of free money to be given out to the players. I've got a keyboard that's also a half calculator. I'm gonna do it live. What is 38 times 0.25? It's another $9.50 that you guys can add. And if you refuse to do it, again, I've got the names and the addresses written down, and it's a lot cheaper than you think. Don't test me.
Exactly. Thank you guys for doing the exclamation point. Now here we go. Anti-friendship stage. King Servbot
Yes.
versus Kibs.
Yes.
And yes, Robin. Versus the Lady Ninjas, though.
All right,
Yeah,
Toma's going in the background, guys.
Yeah, Toba's talking Batman back there. It's okay. Great punish. I love the patience. Gibbs is one of my favorites to watch for that reason.
Yeah, just
Always
a full lock in.
going.
Big thanks to PBZ King for the match arena contribution, knocking it down to 37 codes. Still got
Yeah,
time
thank
through our
you.
finals. I'll be mentioning every single person who does it. So if you'd like a shout out. Nice contest from Servbot there. It's got to be real careful with the pacing. I do want to take note that the last time these two played, Servbot kind of did not get away from the game plan to maintain the pacing up until the last couple of rounds where we saw he identified that his general game plan of just run it down main wasn't working. And found success with slowing down the pacing. So maybe if we can implement that kind of mindset from the beginning, he'll have a better success rate against Kibs. So far it's working decently, but he's just got to find a straight hit here to catch up in rounds.
Kibs
And it's
just
tough.
kind of waiting and sidestepping.
It's one of those interesting things because Servbot is usually the king of that game of chicken. I mean, how many times has his opponent thought like his controller disconnected because he's just standing there waiting for something? Kibs has not taken the bait once. If I have the life lead and you're not moving, neither am I.
That's totally true. I mean, once again, that's the smart way to play it. Like, force them to do something. As long as you can get that life lead early. And not get that final hit. King Servbot coming in with the low parry. Oh, but whiffed. Oh, got the roll away, so didn't even get punished for it. Kip still took. But I appreciate the scramble there, really.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you heard Lobs with the cheese omelet. You know how much she loves to scramble.
Keeps coming up. No, we don't even have any victors anymore.
You know what I'm saying? And who needs them?
Round one. Fight.
I know, right?
Oh, don't
I'll
start.
go to a diner.
I gotta watch the baby for the rest of the night, and I don't. I might try to stick her in the car and see if she'll If I could get it through like a Denny's, just in the carrier. Like, shh. I'll take the moons over my hammy. Don't be loud.
Tell mom we went to Denny's.
All right, beautiful spike here from Servbot.
Okay. Once again, seeing that I'm not playing kids, just backing up. Couple of quick hits, getting the punish, and then another little two-hitter. All it kids needed. Continue this lead. There we go, nice counter hits. Now I see what you mean though for sure. King Servbot Kib's not playing King Servbot's game.
Yeah, very well calculated. Frame traps galore, not allowing him the space to play his game. And when he has a life lead and distance is of the problem, he either has such a big health pool that he can take a couple of more risks, or he's just laying back and forcing Servbot to chase and chance the mistakes.
There we go. Is making more use of things like low parries in order to turn the tide. So go ahead, we're breaking through the first floor.
Yeah, and then you want to keep in mind too that Kuni can resort to like lows that are tougher to carry or non-carryable, but then they're a lot riskier on block, so they're not necessarily the lows she wants to resort to.
Ones you got to. We'll see if King Servbot can continue to force kids to use unsafe moves. There we go, breaking another floor.
Yeah, I feel like might have just been going for that anyway. I don't know if that's necessarily the launch he would have wanted, given how much access he had to wall, and now he's going to lose a lot of that access to wall, coming to one of the larger stages in the game.
Oh, completely. But we're there, so now we get to respawn. Right now we're seeing the huntsman come out.
Oh,
Go
beautiful
ahead.
check in the meantime.
Thank you, kids.
That's punishable. You got to be careful. I mean,
King Servbot looking to tie up here in our grand finals. Hoping for that reset.
that's
Go,
beautiful
nice
conversion.
counter.
This is going to lead into problems. Look at the extra chunk you get from that alone. Yeah, you cannot just lay there. And that's game. No, again, the back. I've been wrong on that 3 times. All right, Servbot tying it up on 1.
Servbot just needed to go for the ankles one more time. It was close. Okay, we are staying here in descent into Jin's mind.
You know what I'm saying? Jin, wake up! Also, if we're to take the lore that every single fight that happens here is like some Jin subconscious like nightmare, then what? This fella is a freak. Why are you dreaming about Panda versus Kuni? Oh my god, Servbot wants this, man.
Oh yeah, definitely wants to push that. You can tell, keeping up the pressure here.
Is that a guaranteed poke? That'd be very interesting. Oh, and Servbot was considering the low. I don't know if he pressed the button or just got up too fast, but I saw the crowd.
Gibbs obviously saw the crouch as well.
And again, that's such a good dash for Kuni to close the distance on. It's actually egregious how much she gets off of that momentum-wise and how not risk-taking it is.
No, so I see.
Nice patience game, but it can only last for so long.
Eventually you do have to do
kids.
something.
Goes through the floor. Watch it.
Go ahead and get that guaranteed victory.
He's balling.
Guaranteed tie.
Round 3. Fight.
Gibbs really wants selecting versus down forward one little Pokemon game. Servbot not engaging in it. Too far for the low. Servbot takes advantage of the whip, fella. We should send you to the Air Force.
Definitely found the punish here. That was everything King Servbot needed to continue his lead, or at least take the lead. I mean,
oh my god, we might have just witnessed Servbot, who's entered flow state. This wouldn't be Servbot's first victory, but breaking the third place curse with a first place placement would be so beefy. Or just runs right into it.
It's so good though. It's the non-response.
Oh, unfortunately, he doesn't get the float off of the Manji kicks.
All those down forward ones and jabs, trying to get in.
You know, I'm surprised we haven't seen like a couple of attempts at generic throws. We see that Servbot has been pretty active. Oh my god. On teching the 1+2, but 5-4 did find success with a generic throw game against him, and Kips has just not been entertaining a throw game at all. Cooney's got a couple of mind games that give her access to great ones. She's got a pretty annoying one out of back turn. If they're just going to sit there, you could 1+4, and it does like a beefy 45 damage, I think, on its own. I'm not even sure if that's in or out of rage. It might potentially do more.
Get ready for the next battle.
And we are stage switching to Fallen Destiny.
Round one.
Tired of the floor breaks, huh? I don't blame you.
Yeah, this could be pretty equally annoying as far as Servbot getting access to the wall, but as you mentioned, that command grab untechable is not now a combo launcher. That could be very helpful for kids.
Yeah, I think they both have benefits of the switch. Depending on who is able to use them the most.
The guard crush, and Servbot has not been using that pretty actively throughout the entire, not even set, just tournament. Hasn't had to, but you start reaching into the bucket to find new tech. Whenever you run into problems, Servbot has got to keep his unpredictability going. It's been his best benefit. Great mover from Kids, but again, just note how quick his back was to the wall.
No, already. Okay, nice counter hit. Getting the punish, just there we go. Maybe this will do it. Not converting into big damage too much.
Beautiful here. This could be game ending. Oh, didn't get the back one he was hoping for, and the low carry from Servbot.
Okay,
It's so hard if you're Kips to time this. It's not a combo starter, but the throw is still there. Beautiful check with the back 1-2. Or sorry, back 1+2. It's one of Cooney's better normal tools, I believe. Very fast, very surprising. Anytime she's plus, it's something you have to look out for. I believe only -7 on block.
How's it compared to Flash?
It's not necessarily a parry, but if she's plus, it's just a free go-to every time.
Gotcha.
Pretty nice, but if we even get to talk about it, into the booty.
Yeah, no, the way you talked about it just made me think of Flash because it can do very similar things. I was just curious.
Cooney's also got a couple of teleport shenanigans we haven't seen come out of Kip so far. Up 3+4s until she has access to potentially let a King Servbot go for like an attack, throw himself into dead space, get a pretty big combo launch, and she gets nice conversions off of it. 2-2 mind games into stance he's tries to introduce. To be fair, Servbot has been on the money with interruptions, but they are there. The unblockable is also there.
Might see a reset.
And we're gonna see it, ladies and gentlemen. Servbot resetting the bracket. Grand finals now, pulling Kibbs into his dungeon. Come on to loser's side with me and feel the stress that it introduces.
Nobody is coming out of this without losing. Ah! Gotta love it for sure. See, not only are we breaking curses, we're resetting brackets. So particularly good night here for King Servbot. Let's see what stage we get.
Yeah, and though I don't believe there's any reason to really fully get invested in the fact that we might see it this far into the bracket, there is still always the potential that Kuma can come out. Servbot does still kind of have that on the docket. With how successful Panda has been, I don't think it's time. I don't think it's in consideration. It's just important to note that it is there, just in case we do see it. But on the side of Kibbs, we're going to get the change from Kuni to Armor King.
I was actually going to say, it's not even like Kuma that I'm wondering about. It's Armor King that I'm wondering about. I know Kibbs has that in their back pocket. Here we go. Let's see if this makes a difference.
Yeah, similar benefits, right? Has a great job in enforcing plus frames. But now if Servbot makes a mistake, it's going to be a lot more treacherous. And Armor King is not necessarily... Armor King does a great job with access to the wall. Doesn't necessarily need it, you know? Hits pretty hard without it, with the wall travel and whatnot. And the counter hit mind games. Example being right here.
Yeah, and the long-reaching pokes as well. There's just a lot going on with Armor King. I think this is a really good
I'm curious if we'll even see like that Jaguar stance parry get used for anything. That could be fun. The higher level of Armor King player gets, the more they're aware of it, but it is still a finicky parry to see them go for at times. And of course, we mentioned too, right? There wasn't really a throw game implemented at all from Kibbs' Kuni Mitsu. Maybe Armor King will encourage that a little more just by proxy.
I would say he has more of one, so we'll see.
Oh, way more of one, but I think like the way that Kibbs was playing Kuni specifically, he wasn't even thinking about it. Armor King, like, it's an important part of the toolkit. It's not the base part of the toolkit, but it is obviously there for reasons, and you're way more inclined and encouraged to use it here. We'll also say there was a missed opportunity on the side of Servbot when Kibbs went for what I believe is a down 2-4-3 attempt 3-4. I forget the string exactly. You can jab float that if you see it coming. I feel like at Servbot's level, that's probably well known to him. It's not easy to react to every time, but he's got to be careful implementing that. It could be a momentum shift opportunity that Servbot needs if he does snipe it out and recognize it. Watch the damage here. We're not going to need the wall, but just watch how hard this is going to hit. Go to heat activation, and what are we taking? Almost 80 for that. Nice extra stomp. Call it 95.
There we go. Using armor. And there's that throw game we're talking about.
Oh, was a little too far for the poke, which is so upsetting because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I was observing Servbot there, had Kibbs closed a little more of the distance, I do believe that low would have connected.
Instead, we get to watch the watch my movie. Woo! Got our panda cutscene. Yeah, no, spacing was very unfortunate. Servbot, as always, doing a great job with the spacing.
I mean, again, trying to subscribe Kibbs to the Air Force. Oh my God, beautiful check. That's going to be another point on the docket for Servbot.
And a perfect,
It's tonight
too.
the night.
You got to be feeling good after that. First off,
and now
that
the
was
fit's making so much sense, bro, because I came in on loser's side, but now I'm robbing.
You need to write that one down. Add that to your list.
Listen, I wouldn't. I know Servbot is a silly boy too. I wouldn't put it against him that that's the bit. Time to rob.
Damn. All right.
Oh, the read on the duck, but not confident enough to go for the launcher. The throw again, man. Kids just willing to hold them, and I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I think King Servbot is making use of Kibbs, as you said, the holding pattern that he tends to do. Thank you so much for claiming the code. Really appreciate it. You can only holding pattern so much. Power bomb got the stomp.
Okay, well, now I was pretty sure if that did get blocked and Kibbs was still going to take his turn, he was just going to force heat dash into something to try to timer scam. Nice retort from Servbot. Look at the poke.
Sorry, Kibbs, like this. I keep going.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, another 4-4 neutral 2 would have worked wonders there. Nice off the power crush. Hasn't tried to throw off of it once yet, but I think he just knows the risk that he's taking if he overextends and doesn't want to chance it.
Playing very carefully. I definitely see that.
Beautiful
Oh,
check
that
from
worked
Sir
out.
Bottom round start, and that power crush is just working wonders right now. Oh, was able to get his conversion. Beautiful. It's gonna be a little less damaging because it air floated, but still better than nothing. 350 damage, and Surfbot again just waking up something.
Spring kick time. Hey, and did not get punished this time. So every now and then you gotta throw them out.
Round 4. Fight.
Good punish.
What an actual freak. What a gooner. What a pervert.
And he went for it. Ooh.
Oh my god. And I'll take all of those characteristics and attribute them to Surfbot now. Just transferring them like cooties. The hop kick again. He refuses to die.
It's working. And oh boy,
Sets up
is
the
it.
pseudo reset. I forget if the swipe afterwards is guaranteed if it works that way. I don't even know if that's guaranteed or gimmicky. The hope kick is so fire. Trademark Kevin M. Cologne.
We're stealing jokes from everybody tonight. Yours is mine and yours is mine.
Surfbot shimmy, the toe tap, the toe tap. I'm surprised there wasn't a third follow-up.
I'm sure
It's
he
still
thought
sitting
about
on
it.
Rage Art. The right launcher is game ending here. If you're ever like, Armor King has a horrible scaling Rage Art. I mean, the lower we knock him, the better it is. But I was about to say, God forbid he catches like a CD2. That would have been game, set, match at any point. But Surfbot managing to avoid it. One more point on the board, and this is Surfbot's week. Can he take mid-tier summits? No frames given. Number 67.
Going for it. Great duck.
Cooney Mooney time? No. You don't know kids. He already decided that's not working.
About to say, yeah, we would be switching back. A little bit of wave boo, a little bit of grab. There we go.
All right, and I have a feeling we're going to see the offense ramped up to 11 on the side of Kibbs right now.
Now's the time. Sort of have to. You can see Surfbot knows. So he's also going to ramp up here. Just looking at
Into
that
the
life
spike.
bar vanish.
All right, what's the throw again? I mean, he is pretty much like 90% success rate on those attempts. I actually don't know if I've seen one whiff.
Fight.
No, it's interesting because, you know, for a while he wasn't doing them at all. Right, which, you know, you don't want people to be thinking about it, but now it has been quite successful, so we'll see how it continues on. Nice jab. Okay.
The retort there. It's coming down to the minute exchanges. Beautiful answer. Launches him for his trouble. He's going to be guaranteed heat extension here. There's no reason not to. It's so close to round ending, and you want to push the pace. Finds it. This isn't going to be the end of the game. I've made that mistake 50 times, but that will. Running in with a baseball slide. Match point on the side of King Surfbot.
Yeah, so far just standing, you know, eating some jabs. Little bear hell sweep. Bear sweep. Up in the Huntsman. Get some attacks, some ankles. Win for the table flip. Miss.
But found the hope kick. Is this enough to convert it to kill or to make it like at least guess for game? It's hard because I forget about how the setups are. Whiffs the throw.
Right, but Kibbs didn't really punish it. Go.
Oh, but now he does. All right, not out as of yet. Still anybody's game here, but this is tournament winning for Surfbot and just surviving for Kibbs. Mind you, keep in mind too, because Kibbs did not do the switch, he is locked into Armor King for the rest of the night. Even if he is successful. No more getting off of this character.
He has chosen his fate. Like in the Huntsman threat. Gibbs just kind of shutting it down.
Sure, about out of heat, but doesn't really need it at this to mitigate this health pool. That's half of it right there. If you're gonna relax, I'm coming for your ankles. And King Servbot with the full sweep on the grand finals reset, coming back and breaking the third place curse and is victorious against Kibbs, the gentleman who eliminated him in the first place and put him in this spot. They only lost to each other.
Oh wow, that was so fun to watch. Definitely kept Kibbs guessing, but King Servbot, you are our champion. No frames given, number 67. Super exciting to watch. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Everybody who participated, always a fun time.
Hi, okay, Director Toma here. Just want to say thank you to everybody that came into the bracket to play and everything like that. Thank you for being patient with us. We just we're taking July a little bit lightly this time around. Just taking a break, being with our families and everything like that. So thank you for sticking with us during these during our lighter months of the year. I want to say thank you to Kevin for coming in and always doing the awesome commentary with Lobs. And yeah, just Kevin, what do you have to say? What do you want? What are you doing? What's going on and everything? And then we'll have Lobs sign us out of No Frames Given.
Big thanks again to MTS for having me. It's a pleasure as always to be here. Love the event, love the players, love the energy. Impeccable sets tonight. Some of my highlight favorites I think are going to be Sin versus 5-4 was very fun to me. Watching 5-4 try to work around Sin's pressure was just impeccable timing. Love to see that. Surprising amount of victors today. Of course, that conspiracy is still going to stay out there for the next couple of weeks. If I come back on an MTS and I see 12 victors, I'm getting worried about asexual reproduction. If you guys enjoyed any of this, I am hosting some events right now for Invincible Versus, in the future for Avatar Legends and Marvel Tokon. You can find me on all of my socials at Kevin M. Cologne. Let me know if you're interested. I'd love to see some of you guys sign up for that and have some fun with those games. If you're going to keep playing Tekken, you're already right where you need to be over here on No Frames Given. Thank you guys again for having me. It was a blast as always.
No, absolutely love working with you, Kevin. And also, we are not just Tekken. We are we are starting our Fatal Fury City of the Wolves Sundays here. Not every week, but about a couple of times a month. So definitely follow our socials and keep an eye out for that. We also have a weekly local on the island at Retro Island. Oh, there we go. No Frames Given. It's our first one, or which technically our second tournament, because we did take over one Friday to do it. Sunday, July 12th, 7 p.m. EST. So if you are into Fatal Fury, that is another thing to check out. And also, just if you're following here on our lovely Twitch channel, on Monday nights, we have a local over on Retro Island where you can watch some Smash. Good old Smash. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. As always, I thank you, the audience, because you guys, you were lovely in chat tonight. Definitely not bald. I got that. And thank you so much. And of course, thank you to everybody on the back end who helped keep this together. We will see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Take care and bye-bye.